Well, welcome on in, everybody. We're going to be doing another day of Baldur's Gate 2. Let me change this real quick. Let's, oh yeah, I do have the game pulled up. Sometimes I, sometimes I don't. I sometimes forget. So we're going to have that going here pretty soon. But yeah, I just wanted to, say hi to everybody, make sure we got all of our bases covered. All the bots are working for commands and things like that. I forget a lot of things sometimes, But yeah, welcome on into another day of Baldur's Gate 3 or 2. Man, see already I'm already messing up. But Baldur's Gate 2 is just, I think it's going to be perpetually my second favorite game of all time. It was my favorite game forever. Just absolutely forever. Cyberpunk 2077 is my favorite RPG, and I wouldn't say it's my favorite game of all time, but it's top 3 for sure. But as an RPG, it's definitely my favorite. Baldur's Gate 2 secures a place as high as it does for me, at least. Mainly because of the way that the story unfolds. And so we're really able to work in our headcanon and let the story unravel, basically. We can either see it from multiple points of view, in this game specifically, enemy's point of view. There's not something that's just pure black and white, and that's really how Dungeons & Dragons is built. You have people who are lawful evil, but they may not necessarily be bad, if that makes sense. They can do evil things, but they're not necessarily bad people. And you see that with some of your companions. They're not bad people, they just have a perspective that isn't yours if you're good aligned. And I really appreciate how some of those things aren't lines in the sand saying, well, if you're evil, you're bad. You're a bad person. And that's where Star Wars started to understand that, especially with games like KOTOR. But later iterations, and then sometimes even the creators themselves, George Lucas sometimes kind of gets lost in the, like, oh, there's good and then there's bad. No, that's a very Tolkien-esque way of looking at things. Just some people are not that way. Some people can do good things for bad reasons, and other people can do bad things for good reasons. And here's the thing on that, is that oftentimes the biggest villains in the world thought they were actually trying to do good things. So it's kind of a perspective thing sometimes, but they're not always bad people. It doesn't always translate one-to-one like that. It can. You can definitely see a path where that could occur, but that's what I love about D&D in this game. It really lets you not paint into a corner a perspective. But what I'm going to do this time, for Baldur's Gate 2, I exited the dungeon, Irenicus's dungeon, and we got that cutscene, and I stopped it there on our last playthrough. I think I'm going to just do it again, just so that we have a clean slate for today's playthrough. And I am going to be reading a book or two that I find. I know one, it's the history of Om. When we leave this dungeon, that's where we're going to be, is in the nation of Om. So it doesn't hurt to kind of have a foundation of what's here. So let me change the scene here to the appropriate one. There we go. Let's see. Game capture. It should be pulling up. There it is. I did have a lot of stuff set up ahead of time, so I was just making sure that the volume was good. I did have to adjust some of the sound qualities of the game because when I went back and listened to some things, sometimes it just sounds super quiet, and it's really difficult to hone in on the sound in this game. You'll notice that I have like the ambient volume is almost down to a fifth, maybe a sixth. Sound effects is closer to a third. Voice volume is all the way up. Well, actually, I might even go a little bit. Yeah, so now it's all the way up. And music it's okay, but it seemed really quiet in the game, so I had to amp it up just a little bit. But the movie volume is super, super loud. So all these, even though they have like metrics to them, they are apparently not on the same page with each other. So I had to go in there and say, well, I think this is about right now, because some sound effects were just so overpoweringly loud. And then when I would listen back to the VOD, I would notice that the characters' voices were really, really quiet. I'm like, wait a minute, why? Because I could hear them just fine when I had my headphones in. But hopefully we've dialed it in a little bit better. So if there's any part of the game that sounds too loud, too quiet, let me know. And we're going to get into Baldur's Gate 2 at the very end of Irenicus's dungeon.
Yeah? I hope this is worth it.
The tunnel slopes upward into the welcome glare of daylight. Such is your relief that you barely notice the debris at your feet, the remnants of a battle fought only moments before. Surveying the carnage, you hear a scream of rage, and a massive explosion collapses the passage behind you. The sounds of combat greet you as you struggle to your feet. The fight, it seems, is still going strong.
All right, I had to fix my YouTube chat real quick. I had to pop it out so I could see it. All right. So this is a great little, this is not a cutscene. It's just, they do this whole like scroll up thing. I'm trying to remember if in the original titles they did it just like this. I'm pretty sure for Baldur's Gate 1 they did not, but Baldur's Gate 2 I think they did, and it's really hard to separate because Beamdog, who did this enhanced edition, gave themselves credit for the developer and the publisher, and I guess that's okay. But so much of it is one-to-one from the old game. It's like, I mean, yeah, y'all were the devs. I appreciate what y'all did, but to take full credit on when you just... It is a copy paste thing, but I can't always tell what was from the original, what wasn't. Some things I've forgotten. But either way, this is a great little way of telling you, setting the scene, basically.
You dare to attack me here. Do you even know whom you face? You will suffer! You will all suffer! So, godchild, you have escaped. You are more resourceful than I had thought.
You're not going to torture us any longer.
Torture? Silly girl, you just don't understand what I'm doing, do you?
I don't care what you're doing. Let us go.
I won't let you leave, not when I'm so close to unlocking your power.
We don't want anything from you.
Enough! I will no longer listen to the babbling of ignorant children.
This is an unsanctioned use of magical energy.
All involved will be held. This disturbance is over.
Must I be interrupted at every turn? Enough of this!
This mage's power is immense. We must overcome him quickly.
Enough! I haven't the time for this.
You will cease your spell casting and come with us.
Your pathetic magics are useless. Let this end.
Even if we fall, our numbers are many. You will be overwhelmed.
You bore me, Mageling. You may take me in, but you will take the girl as well.
What? No. I've done nothing wrong.
You have been involved in illegal use of magic. You will come with us.
I'm not going with him. I'm not. Help me, please.
You point, I punch.
Min says, "No, this cannot be. The murderer of Dinah here flees from righteous butt-kicking vengeance, and he takes Imowen with him too? Something must be done, Aiden. We must find this evil wizard. All that is goodness cries out for this. Even little Boo, although he cannot cry out quite so loudly." I swear, every time. Like, I know Minsk, I know him really well, but his syntax, his sentence construction always throws me off. I find it odd that this Irenicus would leave of his own volition. And why take Imowen when it is Aiden he is so obviously interested in? Perhaps he expects us to give chase. We must step carefully then. We know little about him, whom he was fighting, who took over, or even where we are. We seem to be drawn into machinations not of our own making. No, we must go quickly and save our friend Imowen. The wizard may be leering over her evilly even now. Do not be foolish, Minsk. We must know our enemies and the extent of our danger here before we rush into anything. The druid is right, my large friend. The wizard obviously had great power, and I doubt we have seen the last of him. Perhaps we should see if allies can be found here. All right. So now we're at that point where
I'll see.
we need to do some exploring. Oh yeah, I always forget I have this, like, survey the ground for stuff. And this is actually why I did this, because one thing I noticed that when I tried to go in and save after I stopped streaming, that this guy will just kind of come up to you, and he does do a little bit of a lore dump, so I thought it was kind of important to come back to it. Plus, start with a clean slate of coming out of the dungeon into Athkatla. Where in the bleeding blazes did you come from? I can hardly believe that the bleeding mage went crazy he did, as if a guild war in Athkatla wasn't enough. Yeah. What do you mean by guild war? It's one of the reasons why smart folks stay indoors at night, though none of the guards will say one thing or another about it. Bad for the image of the city. I know because I'm close to the streets. There's a war between the thieves and the new guild. Don't know much, but lots of people have gone missing. Not much other to say about that. Need anything else? What city is this? I think I recognize the place. Like I told you when we met, I think this is Athkatla. Is that right? Is this the city of coin itself? Ah, surely it is. It surely is. Lord. And the fight between the wizard and those men. You saw the whole thing? Aye. The wizard was angrier than a dragon blasting these men in black. Bleeding wizard killed them all and took half the promenade too before he stopped. The promenade. Aye. This here be Joaquin's promenade. Center of trade and such in the city. So who were those men who took Imowen and the mage? Where can I find them? Imowen is what is at the is I guess he's trying to say, is that the girl? Oh Lord. Imowen, is that the girl? Aye, she was taken, don't know where to. Maybe 'twas the cowed ones come to arrest him for all the magics and the like. The cowed ones, who are they? Why would they be arresting anyone for magic? Ye are new here, ain't ye? Magic be forbidden in Athkatla. The cowed wizard, methinks, keeps control over all the mages. Definitely, they wrote him kind of like almost to have like a kind of a hick accent, but also an old English. It's the hardest thing to keep up with. Unless, of course, you have the permission of the cowed wizards to use your magic. Don't know how one go about getting one such thing, though. Did you see everything that happened? Yeah, he's already said this, so Okay, here we go. Some men took him and Emma went away. Do you know who they were or where they went? Yeah. She was taken. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we just said this. And I suppose I'll have to find my way around then. Excuse me. Well, take care of yourself then, and good business to you.
I know this place, these buildings. Yes, that person was assuredly correct. This is Athkatla.
We are in the state of Well, I have no reason to doubt you. Are we far from the Sword Coast? No. Athkatla is along the lower edge of the Sword Coast. I wonder whom we angered that we should be brought here. We should lay low, perhaps in the slums. Yeah, we need to find a safe place to plan what we do next. I would suggest the slums. There would be a low-profile work, especially at the Copper Coronet. Someone might have heard our capture or know where Imoen is. Khalid, Sylvanas, let him hear my vow. If I must, I shall empty the city of all within to find his killer. So do I swear. A fine sentiment. I will aid as best I can. It is my wont to do this, and I shall see that it is done properly. If you would assist, more the better. If not, be prepared to stand aside. Okay, so I think we're kind of at a point where we can start kind of like managing the rest of this and exploring. So a lot of these people just don't really have anything to say, but there are pockets here and I just don't remember everything. So I'm just going to start talking to people.
I'll heed no churlishness, peasant.
You seem like a lower class adventurer bandying around the countryside. Seek out the Copper Coronet in the slums, and that's the perfect place for you. And I did say that I did need to read this, but let me give this to Minsk real quick. Yeah, there we go. So we got a lot of Imoen's stuff now. Mainly, I kind of emptied her beforehand, so the only thing she really had was a short sword and some arrows. Here's the history of We're going to read this one. Here we go. Has the good fortune to have abundant natural resources. Some would say is the richest land on the continent. This has worked in Am's favor for generations because even if they were conquered, the new masters would be gentle, looking to gain wealth from the land rather than to put it to the torch. Has been a center of trade and commerce for as long as anyone can remember. Oral traditions handed down from father to son tend to support the theory that had been a trade center for at least 800 years. Unfortunately, written records are difficult to find and often incomplete. It would seem the typical Amnian citizen was too busy trying to fill their coffers to write down events of the day. Has always been, hey Def, how are you doing? Okay, you're lurking? Have a good lurk. Thanks for coming by, Def. Has always been more interested in the present and the future than the past, and this makes an accurate history difficult. The best records, the business papers of the oldest trading companies, are jealously guarded. The fear of revealing trade secrets is stronger than the call of history, so the average citizen knows very little about Am's past. It appears the of 100 years ago was very much like the Kalimshan of today. Each major city was basically an independent entity, banding together for defense when necessary and fighting for control of territories and profitable trade routes the rest of the time. A particularly brutal trade war began 24 years ago, with each city exacting prohibitive tariffs on goods imported from the others. The trade war escalated and the city troops began to raid caravans sponsored by the other cities. In a matter of months, commerce was brought to a halt. A number of cities were under siege, and war threatened to engulf the entire region. Into the breach stepped a young merchant named Thays Selimchant. Okay. Thays was smart, charismatic, and well-connected. The Selimchant trading house was one of the oldest and richest in Athkatla. He secretly contacted representatives of the 5 other richest merchant houses in and started to plan. The first of the plan involved the careful sprinkling of rumors about outside threats. One involved a pirate nation from the Nelanther. I saw that and I knew I was going to mispronounce that. But one involved the pirate invasion from the Nelanther. Another was about massing the orcs just on the other side of the Cloud Peaks. Thays even started a rumor about an elf army in the forest of Tether, ready to pounce on a divided None of the rumors were true, but they began to turn people's thoughts toward unity, not war. Thays knew that if he and the other members of the council were to take control of they would need broad-based popular support. Tensions between cities and merchant houses were still high, so to get that support, Selimchant and the others agreed to drop their family names and never use them again. When news of the Council of Six spread throughout the land, many people accepted their rule. A group that would unite under one rule governing for the benefit of all instead of one city or trading company over another was indeed a welcome change. The council raised an army, at great personal expense, to quell the few pockets of resistance that remained and has been in total control of for the past 22 years. So my takeaway from all of that is that the nation of is commerce-based. And so we are in Joaquin's Promenade. Joaquin's Promenade, I did a video about who Joaquin is and why she's referenced so many times in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. In fact, one of the first areas in Act 3, you go to Joaquin's Rest. So she's mentioned over and over and over, and at some point you got to be thinking, who is this Joaquin that everybody keeps referring to? I think she actually is pretty fascinating in that she has a really interesting lore for the how she why we're even discussing her when she's not really around. And she's a true neutral. And so both criminals and merchants love her because there's no bias there. It's just trade. And you can kind of see why they would kind of see that. There's no judgment for somebody who does bad things and somebody who is a merchant who just wants equity would see that there's an appeal there. So yeah, Joaquin is actually very loved. She doesn't do harm, and she doesn't do any boosting to, like if a competitor is praying to her, she's not going to give them an extra boon just because, you know, they gave her more at that time. So it's just really interesting that she does so well as kind of a lesser god. She's not even around, but yet she's so she's so well loved. Lady Beth.
So long as you are polite, I shall tolerate you.
Greetings to you. Do you have aught to do with the spectacle that I just witnessed? No doubt more warring peasants in that guild business. In a way, perhaps. Can you tell me where I am? I thought you must be outlanders from your accent and garb. Welcome to Athkatla, the city of coin. Athkatla, the capital of You wouldn't know who the wizard was that was taken away, would you? I'm afraid not. Anyone who practices magic without a license does it in seclusion. The cowed wizards arrest those who don't, such as your mysterious wizard. How one gets a license from the cowed wizard to use magic, I do not know, although I imagine someone in the government district must. The cowed wizards. Are they the ones who took Imoen and the wizard? Where did they go? the girl was a friend of yours. Well, she was a spellcaster, and so both she and the other were taken away by the cowled wizards. Take care, Aiden. I have heard of these cowled wizards, spellcasters of the highest order. The only magic users allowed here in I believe. Undue practice of I almost said medicine. Undue practice of magic is forbidden here, naturally. Where the wizards would take your friend, however, I do not know. You mentioned guilds. Why would you associate that with the violence here? I am not as distant from the workings of the city as some nobles might be. I have heard the mutterings of our stable boy and his kin. Thieves rule the night and war against those that would take it from them. It would not be unusual for it to spill into the day. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll be on my way. Very good. We're very well. A good business to you, my lord. All right.
Give me some direction.
Go up here first.
If it must be done.
Oops. All right. Okay. All right, we're going to be looking around here. Yes.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
A good business to you, my lord. I do not recognize you, I think. Would be impertinent for Hess to inquire as to your name. Let's see here. Not at all. I am Aiden. Well met, Aiden, and a pearl to you. Feel free to peruse my goods and ask questions, naturally. Perhaps you can tell me where to find a suitable inn. I do not know if I would call it suitable, but you could certainly look to the Copper Coronet in the slums. It's better than ore on credit, as they say. I'm looking for quality goods, perhaps magical items and such. I have little taste for magic, but sometimes an item of that nature comes into my possession. You could try the Adventure Mart for such things. Could you perhaps direct me to a temple or such where I might receive healing? There are several places of worship that could assist you in the temple district, my friend. A shrine to Ilmater is also close by, if you wish. All right, I see. Well, let me see what services you do have. As you wish. Unfortunately, my stock is not what it once was, with the troubles of late, but it is still a good selection. Okay. Finally can sell some things. So I think I have... Wait. Oh, I was about to say this was my side. I was like, I can sell a bunch of this stuff. That was a close call. Let's sell this battle axe. Spear, mace. Short sword. Sale. And then Jahira, what you got? So she doesn't need that. I don't think we need this. Sell all those. Yoshimo, let's see here. Sell that. And I do know that some of my guys are wearing jewelry because I didn't have enough slots for everything. So I need to remember to take those off at some point so that we can sell them. Okay. So we have 1,500 gold, I guess. Let's see here. Plate mail. Arrows. Sometimes the good stuff's at the very bottom, but scimitar. Okay, so this is the stuff we just sold. Yeah, he didn't really have anything we need, but it's a good place that we were able to sell some things, so yeah. We don't need to identify those things that we have. The bookkeeper.
Probably best.
I wonder if he's got a scroll just a thing where we can put all of our scrolls in. Let me ask. Galoomp, the bookkeeper.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Right jolly day, sir. You be wanting to take a gander at me bookies and scrolls? I would indeed. So let me see first if there's... Yeah, a scroll case. That's what I was trying to say. Say that. And that'll save us a whole lot of problems here. So is there anything... Oh, Skull Trap, for sure. I want to buy that. And then we're good. Hopefully, because I'm going to give it to Ari. Hopefully Ari will be able to learn it the first time. If not, we'll see. I don't know if we have Resist Fear. I'm going to wait. She might have it as a cleric ability. I don't remember. But yeah, we're good. So now let me put this in the scroll case and then no, probably Oshimo. Yeah, there we go. So this will save us a lot of inventory space. All right. And oh, I didn't realize Minsk had some scrolls as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, history of these I probably need to sell now. Yeah, let's see if he'll buy those. I don't know.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
He will. Okay, so this one, and this one. I'm gonna keep the History of the Dead 3. Very good.
Yeah. Hey, not a concern.
Okay. All right. Ain't nothing here. All right, there we go. The store behind this door is small and sells only sundries, trinkets, foodstuffs, and other goods of no real interest or value. I think this is an inn right here. Yeah.
I hope this is worth it.
Man, look at all these. There's Alatello de Bonito.
Hello there.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the, what time is it? It's morning. Then welcome to the morning showing of the talents of Alatello de Bonito. A rousing wave of indifference from the crowd yet again. Oh well. If I let such things bother me, I would have given up the stage years ago. As per the wishes of most of my audience, unfortunately, at least the occasional dwarf applauds. Well, doesn't swear and leave anyway. Let's see. Tell a familiar woe to tantalize your tears and tempt your time and interest. Actually, this is, you'll see something similar in Baldur's Gate 3. There's an inn that you go to, and there's a performer at the base of it, and it is at the Blushy Mermaid. And so it's really kind of neat that they, you know, maybe they got some inspiration from this particular scene, you know? Raised of spells and casting well, but always wanting better. To sing nights and days of yore, to leave the robes that better. A wizard prone to song and prose, though oft accused of failing, I shall sing despite the odds. Will you shut your bloody wailing? Well finished, Mrs. Patricia. I have a fine ear for rhyme, though. I would hope you'd be more supporting of your own employees. I support you sticking to spells and figures. You are security and a financial advisor, not the entertainment. Hit the road if you want to form for your singing. Very well, Mrs. Patricia. Thank you for your indulgence thus far. And like, that literally got us nothing, but it's just, you know, setting the stage for what happens in this area.
Is this important?
Bah! The council has levied another tax on us poor folk. They'll never see me. They'll never sell me on the need for it. There's an Amian guard. Let's see. Commoner.
In the name of the council, I am here to keep order.
You're under arrest, yes, sir. As soon as the end stops spinning. So, he's a drunk guard. Okay. Let's talk to the, Patricia.
Hello.
Oh, lovely. Yet another member of the male species has come to drink himself into a stupor, no doubt, and vomit upon me perfectly clean floors. What be it exactly that you want? Well, why is this place called the Den of Seven Veils? It served to draw ye in, didn't it? Now don't be bothering me with such useless questions. I'll only stand here long enough to suffer your stench mail. Yeah, you must hear things. Mind if I ask a question or two? Of course I mind. You think I have nothing better to do? You want questions answered? Go find some orc or some such and leave me be. Well, then I'd like to see your services. Fine, but take your coin up front. Don't be wheedling me for a tab either, because I'll be providing you with one. What? She's so wheedling me for a tab either. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. So this system right here, this where you would buy drinks, you could get drunk. It would be if you drink too much, it could get bad. But what this would unlock is rumors, you see. So we get a couple of these. I give Jahira a couple. Nothing. Yoshimo. Oh, okay. One should be wary of going into the graveyard district at night. It is said that the dead and worse things can come out of the older and deeper tombs. Okay. So the graveyard. Very, here we go. I was going to say kind of like Zelda-ish. The most noble order of the Radiant Heart is an order of lawful warriors that serves all of Am. They can be called to duty anywhere evil threatens. So, noble order of the Radiant Heart sounds like a paladin area. Okay.
Give me some direct. I'll see to it.
Alright. Just in case. Let's check this out. Oh, and I did...
I'm waiting.
It's not, obviously not working anymore, but I did go in here and I went into the AI thing. Oops. Back, done. Script. And this goes to Thief Adventure. And this says the thief will constantly, and to the exclusion of all else, search for traps. If attacked, the thief ignores enemies and will continue detecting traps. But you'll notice I don't have my detect trap thing on. It's just bad. It's just kind of weird. So
yeah.
So I can't really figure things out. I don't know if I need to turn the AI back on in order for that to work. Like, I may have set the script, but the AI party is off. So I don't know if it has to be on in order for that function to work. I don't really know.
What is it?
Okay, here's some gold, finally.
Give me some direct. It's done.
Alright. And we could always go upstairs. Now, we could have rented a room, and then that would allow us to rest without danger. Reset our spells, things like that.
I'm there.
I don't think...
Timber's far enough without ye bothering me.
I don't think we're qualified for this, this encounter here. If it daren't be a puny human dressed up as a mighty adventurer, I'd say, har har, did your mama let ye out from under her skirt, little one? Bet she'd be running back now. That'd be a good jest, Menkar, my friend. A good jest, he says. Aemon, you tell your stinking fart-smelling imp to stop calling me Smelly. The name may be Smelliv Orc Slicer. If he does it again, I'll smash him into impish goo. Papa, Smelly is threatening me again. He is threatening. Calm yourself, Pookie. As for you, you barbarian knucklehead, threaten my familiar once again, and you'll spend the rest of the evening as a toad. Am I understood? What? You dare besmirch the honor of Smelliv Orc Slicer? I will... Enough, blast it. I tire of you bickering. Now, as for ye, little human, you best take yourself elsewhere, where you're most welcome. This bar be big enough only for us and nay more. And I forgot that you can kind of like just not do this encounter just yet, but I mean, why wouldn't we? You know, we can give it a shot. I do think they have some decent loot in here, but I don't know if I have the level yet. So we can give it a shot. I definitely should have saved before I came up here, but let me just see this. Oh yeah, we could just say, how about I buy you a drink? There's no need for us to be on harsh terms. You can take your drink and shove it where the sun won't be shining. You blasted lily human. I'll nae associate with a quivering weakling in me own bar. So be off with ye. Ha! You're so funny, Menkar. Smelliv laughs heartily at your insulting manner. Really, Menkar? So there's a person over here in this corner. Is all that necessary? Must you agitate everyone who comes into this bar? Blasted right I must. We be celebrating, Brennan, and I'll be damned if I'm going to drink while the order of yon humor offends me nostrils. Now be off, human, before ye has a taste of me axe. All right, that's it. I'm not going to take your insults anymore, dwarf. You'll take whatever I have to give ye. Come, my friends, let's teach the whelp what it be to cross Menkar and his band, eh? Have at ye. So, like, these little encounters are just so neat, because it's like, you have a conversation, you can, like, not fight if you want to, you can, like, provoke them if you want to, and this is just, like, the first inn I've come to, you know? So, it's just really neat. All right, so we have our, and I don't have MON. I in my back mind, I was like, I'm just going to throw Insect Plague at him. Or not Insect Plague, but Fireball at him. But we're going to do Insect Plague on the caster right here. Hopefully we can get that off timely.
I'm waiting.
And we're going to go in here.
If it must be done.
And Minsk.
Swords, not words!
We're going to have you attack this guy here. And Yoshimo.
I'm ready. I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
And then start shooting at this guy.
You would get those second chance.
Oh crap! He got off a spell.
I await your need.
Okay. Let's do this on Pookie. I don't know if that'll work. Oh crap. Yeah, so Minsk is dire charmed. That's not good. This was a bad decision. Because he's going to throw like fireball or something at us.
It is done.
Yeah. It was quick. So I got really unlucky there because, wait. How come there's no save since, are you kidding me? That is nuts. There's been no autosave in the last 30 minutes? Oh, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to speed run through some of this stuff here.
You dare to attack me?
I can't speed rush past this.
Do you even know
you point face? I punch.
Okay, here we go. I guess we can
give me some direction.
I don't remember being able to get rid of that scene before, so that's new. Oh, that sucks.
I'm waiting.
So let's talk to Lady Beth real quick.
Is this important?
The promenade. Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
I know this place, these buildings. Yes, that person was assuredly correct. This is Athkatla.
Okay. I didn't want to say anything that would provoke her, make her mad.
It's done.
So long as you are polite, I shall tolerate you.
Okay. So even though that ended up very bad for us, I based on how I was hitting some of the other ones, I do think this is very possible. I just need a little bit of luck on my side. I'm gonna do a quick save, so we're not doing this all over again.
You look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Okay, and last time I sold this, we don't need this. Actually, we'll keep the short bow. But I think when we get Aerie, I think she uses a sling, so maybe we don't need it. There we go. Yeah. And then this is fine. We'll sell this, this, and this, and that. There we go. Okay.
Give me some direction. I'm there.
Wow. Okay.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Okay, so let's go to the bottom and buy this scroll case. And then where is that skull trap? Where is it? No, not confused. See, that's what they cast on me before. Where did he get with skull trap? Where is it? Well, now hold on. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Buy those 2 things. We're done. Okay. Put that in there. Put that in there.
I have too much in my pack as it is. You'll have to pick that up off the ground.
Okay. Just stop yelling at me. What? What does she have? I guess she doesn't need this, and I can't sell it. So, yeah, she does have too much stuff. That was wasn't expecting that. And he's got a couple of gems I didn't see. Minsk, hold on to this for me. There we go.
I am ready.
Make this
I can
a little
dance
bit
on the head of
simpler.
a pin as well.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now we're on the same page.
I'm waiting.
And go right here.
It must be done.
Okay.
It's probably best left to me.
So I'm gonna quickly go through these conversations again, just because you never know if there could be like some story or lore that's connected that'll add to the journal. I mean, I don't know.
In the name of the council, I am here to keep order.
Nothing there. Talk to her.
Hello.
Yeah. 7 Dales. Let's say this instead. I'm not a male. I'm a human. Yeah. I've heard it all before. Human, elf, dwarf. You're all the same. Walking in with swagger like you own the place. Ne'er brain to be found except what's betwixt your legs. Let's see here. Okay, and this is where we did the whole gossip thing. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Hey,
so we're caught up.
Concern.
Just need to get some money. Yeah. All right, and now we'll go. We'll finally go up here and try this encounter again, but we're going to save this time. I said I'm under leveled, but I do think we can get it done if we do this sneakily. I call this oops because like I said, I finished the last stream and didn't realize that just moving after the Arenicus encounter was going to trigger other conversations.
Give me some direction. I hope this is worth it.
All right. So what we'll do, we have the gift of, knowing in hindsight what's going to happen here. So let's do a few buffs. Do this.
Swords, not words.
Let's see here. Let's do aid. And then
what do you need?
Shimo doesn't really have anything. I mean, I guess he could put down some traps. But,
I'm waiting.
Resist magic. I don't know how long that lasts, but we'll put it on. There's horror, but that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna have Aiden here.
I'll see to it.
I await your need is done.
There.
You require my counsel, yes?
Fleet of foot and all that. Minsk and Boo stand ready. Where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
Give me some direction. What is it?
Every hamster jump on my sword while you can, evil.
Where shall I
be
display
as
my
gentle.
skill and expertise? Yoshimo is willing.
Timber's bad enough without ye bothering me.
So we did all this, and we're just going to go straight to the combat. Watch it, dwarf. All right, so now, hopefully...
Yes?
See, this guy went invisible before, so... I'd like to put down a... If I can get this on him before he goes invisible, that'd be great, but I don't know if we're going to be able to.
If memory serves.
Let's just shoot him. Maybe that's going to be the fastest way.
And raring to go.
I'm waiting.
And get this guy.
Go for the eyes. Go for the eyes. Yeah!
So this way?
Yeah, so we hit him with the arrow.
Fear is for those of no confidence.
I will crush you, puny one.
Boo says, "What? Live by the sword. Live a good long
this imp
time."
is still throwing this at me. Hopefully we can resist it. We did do the resist magic, so you know what? I think that actually saved us.
Nature, take the life she gave!
Okay, now we're
some direction.
good, actually. Okay.
I am ready, I think.
Because this guy's not going to be able to get off a spell now. This one right here, this Sorceress Ammon, he's got the insect plague on him. He shouldn't be able to cast anything, but you never really know. So let's see here real quick. Let's do summon insects. Let's throw it on this guy. Just to get here something to do. Oop.
You point, I punch.
Minsk is taking some beatings here. Okay. Man, he's hitting hard. This Smailov. Okay, so now let's focus on this guy. Well, actually, I need to get
swords, not words.
Minsk to work on this. There we go.
Minsk and Boo stand
Speak your mind.
Okay, actually, you guys focus on that. But Jaheira, let's have you... I don't know if it'll get through Pookie, but we'll try. There we go.
Yeah. Let's do this quick and
down to the leader. He keeps taking potions like a freaking freak. Oh yeah.
It's done.
And stay dead. Full plate. That'll work. Yeah, he kept taking all the potions he could like a little punk. All right, there we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So I think this is a ring of invisibility. I'm going to give that to Minsk because he just has the most storage space at the moment. Give this to Minsk. I guess we give that to Jaheira. I don't think it's going to do anything bad to her. There we go. You got a winged helmet now, Jaheira. We can give this to Minsk. I don't know how long we're going to have Minsk, but for now, he's with us. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here's the spell. Okay, there we go.
Every hamster has his day.
Pick up that. Ooh, a two-handed sword. Okay. And then
give me some direction.
That. Take that, I guess.
What do
Yoshimo,
you
you
need?
take
I am skilled in
take
avoidance.
That. I'm waiting. I'm there.
Okay, there we go. All right. And that's a studded leather armor +1. That's probably better than what we have. Why isn't it showing me other magical equipment? Okay, so we're going to give this to Minsk. I think it'll work. Yeah, it'll work. Yeah. So the reason why I couldn't is because, as I mentioned before, there's I had this magic ring, which gave me an improvement over my Thaco, and this was also magical equipment, so you couldn't have both of them stacking. It's dumb, but it is the way it is. Whispers of Silence. My lore is pretty good on this character as a thief, so I was able to just do this without having to identify it. Cloak of Non-Detection, Whispers of Silence, reportedly created for a lineage of the greatest burglars ever to walk the night. This cloak was apparently a success. No record exists of previous owners. While equipped, while hidden or invisible, the wearer is non-detected by magical means such as detective invisibility or scrying. So, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Doesn't really do much, but yeah. When you need it, it'll be good. Do this. And I guess this is probably, I think it's just a short sword +1. But yeah. So just have Yoshimo hold on to that. This one we will need to identify. I don't know what that is. But we'll see. Yeah, Jaheira's just stuck with all these, like, doodads. I don't think we need this chainmail armor. I probably should sell that. But, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got here? Now, I want to make sure we detect traps.
If it must be done.
Never know.
You require my counsel, yes?
Come over here.
You're right behind me, right?
Detect traps.
I'm waiting.
There we go. Aha.
Where shall I display my skill and experience? Very well. Hiya.
I forgot about that line. I do like that. Very well. Hiya. There we go. Oh, failed. So I guess I'm going to have to get my guy to do this.
It's probably best left to me.
All right, Yoshimo, stand aside. Just a +1 arrow. Great. Actually, hold on. Making sure.
Your need. I am willing.
There we go.
Give me some direct. Hey, not a concern.
A lot of money. That'll work. I like it.
I'm waiting.
Okay. So it would be. Let me get this. I think they could. No. I forget who has all my +1 arrows. Maybe nobody. Does Jira have them? No. Huh. Okay. Here we go. Let's drink one of these. And go ahead and mince drink a minor health potion.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do a quick save and then we'll go down here. Like I said, I just need to be a little lucky on that.
Give me some direction. Yeah,
because once the mage was incapacitated, the rest of them is more of like a Thaco HP fight. Now Minsk was getting wrecked. That's facts. He was getting wrecked, but he has so much health and strength that he was able to kind of push through that. So the question is, well, no, I just drank that healing potion, so I was going to say, like, maybe we should rest already. But no, let's take a look at the map here. This is the temple right here.
I'm there.
So the Temple of Ilmater, right here. Very small.
What is it?
Well, here's a kid.
Who are you?
Who are you? Gosh, sir, could you afford a little gold piece? I'm so hungry, and it's hours until we eat, and it's hours until we, yeah. Here you go. Oh, thank you. Now, I think if you do that enough, then your reputation goes up. I don't know. Maybe it's like 100 gold, 100 beggars. I have no idea. I don't remember. Priestess of Ilmater. Let's see here.
You have my greetings, faithful one.
Greetings, my brother, and welcome to the humble abode of the one who endures. Ilmater shelters all in need and suffers himself for others' pain. Tell me about Ilmater if you could. Ilmater is the god of compassion and endurance, my brother. We care for the lost children of the city, such as the crying god's will. So there you go. So, you know, the Temple of Ilmater, yes, it's just a temple. It's a place where you kind of get healed up, maybe get rid of a disease or something. But as you can tell, they are dropping down some little bit of lore, so you kind of know who they are and what they represent. In the event that you want to, like, say, how are these events connected? What's the relationship? So what do you have? And let's see. Of course, my brother, please come with me. And so here is where, like, let's say you have a really bad reputation. It's different in the extended edition, and so I don't really know what the scaling is. I think it's better in the extended edition. It's easier to get your reputation back up if you have had it drop too low. If you want it to be too low, that's fine. Baldur's Gate 1 wasn't designed. BioWare was really limited by the Wizards of the Coast to not make a game that was going to be too evil. So it's really hard to play Baldur's Gate 1 as an evil group. You can do it, of course, but it's pretty punishing. And so if you get your reputation all the way down, like let's say you're full dark side, I mean, merchants just won't do business with you. You can't sell anything. The army, the militia attacks you on sight. It's just not fun. But playing it as a good character, you get a bunch of perks. So you can kind of have your, but let's say you are that, low, you essentially buy your reputation back at these temples. So that's what this is for. But they also have stuff you can buy, like cure serious wounds, scroll to flesh. I might need a few of these, but I don't know yet. I probably should get some. But more importantly, I'm going to try to identify this sword. Yeah. It costs 115 to identify. I thought it was just straight 100. No, well, whatever. That's fine. This is a cursed sword which performs perfectly under every test save the heat of battle. Upon entering combat, the wielder will immediately go berserk, killing everything within reach until either calming down or falling unconscious. A very powerful sword, but one must decide whether or not it is worth the risk. Even once the battle fury has ended, this sword can only be removed via an exorcism using the remove curse spell. So the equipped abilities are causes the wielder to go berserk and may only be removed with a remove curse spell. But it does a +3 damage, so it's pretty powerful. But I'm glad we identified it versus just putting it on, because that could have been disastrous. The good news is I think we can just sell it. And this is potion of fire giant strength. Oh, give that to Jaheira. And we've got a couple rings. Anybody else have any? Oh, here's a potion of speed. Anybody else have? Hold on. Oh yeah, let's put this here. Put that there, and we're good. Oh yeah, and we need to take off our jewelry. I'll let her keep her wedding ring on, or gold ring, I should say. And oh yeah, this ring here. Probably should identify this one too.
You are more than welcome in my sight. Let's
go here. Oh, and the Warhammer, maybe, but I don't really have anybody that could use that. I think it's just a Warhammer +1. But Ring of Invisibility, this is Sand Thief's ring. Held by the Master Thief for the better part of a generation, this ring was put to bold use in the markets of Waterdeep. Working a crowd in broad daylight, the rogue would steal countless numbers of purses from nobles, replacing them with bags of sand, so that theft would go unnoticed. His identity was never known, but the name Sand Thief was cursed loudly in its stead. It is rumored he retired, but now lives among the nobles he used to rob. So charge abilities invisibility once per day, duration 12 hours the wearer. Okay. I mean, that's great. So yeah, we'll probably put that on our character here real quick. That could be very, very helpful, especially if we're trying to like do a backstab or something. Fire breath. This is another one I gotta give to Jaheira. So I think she could make that work. Since she doesn't hit very hard.
I'm waiting. It's probably best left to me.
There we go. All right, we can go right
Not
home.
Concern.
Over to talk to Mira.
Anything you need, I can likely provide, I assure you.
Good business to you. I have not seen you ere today. Have I the fortune of meeting a stranger into the city of Coin? Yes, I am new to Athkatla. My name is Aiden. Pleased to meet you. I am Mira, proprietor of this stall and its wares. You've been delivered by Pearl to me, I think. Have a look at my stock and ask me whatever you wish. Let's see. I've already asked about a lot of this stuff, but let me ask this. Can you perhaps tell me something of the Shadow Thieves here in Athkatla? The Shadow Thieves? I know little, Lord, and consider myself up a pearl for the lack. All the crime in the city can be attributed to them. Do you know anything about the cowed wizards? The wizards? 'Tis red ink to even discuss them. Magic is foreclosed here in Am, and I know little of the wizards and their kind. Okay. Well, I've been looking for special equipment, perhaps something potent and magical. Do you have anything like that? I sometimes have a bauble or two of such quality in my wares, but not often. Now, let me see what you have then. But of course, you'll find that Mira is no kobold when it comes to quality and affordability. All right, let's sell some of this stuff we have here. Studded leather armor and battle axe. We'll sell the Curse of Berserking Sword. Cursed Berserking Sword. Oh, man. Let's see. Buckler. Yeah, sell that. And what else we got? Let's see. Yeah, bolts, we don't need these. Sell all those. Oh, see, here's the +1 for. So I have some and Yoshimo has some. Okay, and the splint armor, chainmail armor, hide armor. We'll sell those. Yeah, looks good. Probably can sell some of our scrolls. I mean, our spells, but I'm going to hold on to them just for right now. Let me see what else she got. Does she have anything that we can't live without? The wakizashi? Oh, we might need one sling. I think I got rid of one of them. Yeah, not ideal, but... Okay. All right. Everything else looks good. All right. Now I think we're caught up.
Yeah, I'll see to it.
See if there's anything. Yeah, there we go. A flying machine of gnomish design. It looks a bit unstable. The sign of this machine states the name of its inventor, one Eduardo Jansen. Okay. Go over here. All right, here's Lord Offal and Lady Offal.
Stand where you're at, peasant.
Excuse me, but it is impertinent to speak to a lady of class when she was accompanied by her husband. Let's talk to him.
My time is quick, so be brief, commoner.
Ah, good day to you. I am Lord Derman Offal, and this is my wife, Lady Shireen. What? What do you think, dear? I think the skin tone is wrong for Kalashite. Indeed. Cormier, perhaps? Nonsense. Not nearly enough class. Waterdeep, perchance. Not nearly civilized enough to be from Waterdeep, darling? Now you're just being silly. Well, you don't think they're Amian, do you? Sweet? Certainly not. They don't look half so wealthy as to be Amian. Well then, why am I speaking to them? Agreed. Shh. They'll hear us. Excuse us, but we've decided to snub you. Yes, we have. Good business then, and good day. So,
I'm waiting.
As I mentioned before, I read the whole, the history of Om thing, so now you kind of, get an idea of,
it's done.
What really is, their focus here. I don't remember if there's a penalty here for stealing in broad, right in front of people. So I'm going to just save real quick because I'm curious. If nothing else, even if we don't take anything, that 1550 XP is great. So let's go over home, take a look. All right.
Yeah.
Fergus.
Yes?
Hey, you startled me. Please forgive me. What's the problem? The problem? I was in the circus tent and I just got out just in time. Just in time to save my life. Oh, it was terrible. All right. Relax and tell me what happened from the beginning, friend. Well, I go by Tattoo the Tiger Tamer. I was going to put on my show this morning, but it got delayed because of a special performance. I don't know who the performer was. I was so mad about being delayed. You see, I stayed in the back of the tent and prepared my tigers. Not long after that, I felt sick all over, and the tent got all wavy. I looked out into the main tent at my audience, and they were all changing. Their bodies began shifting right before my eyes. The tent was disappearing, being replaced by things I had never seen before. I ran for the exit. I escaped just in time. I'm the only one who came out, and no one who has gone has come back. The things I saw, horrible. Okay, you sure you don't know anything about this special performance? No, somebody came by who the boss knew and wanted to do something special. I don't know who it was or why this happened. Well, what kind of things did you see when you fled, Fergus? I'm not sure. People were changing. I could see it with my eyes, like their skin was melting. The whole tent was being replaced by something else, like we were being moved somewhere. I don't know. All right, I think I may have to take a closer look into this. I wouldn't go into the tent if I were you. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so frightened. All right, so something's going on in these tents. A sign states this device was built to travel underwater. Strange a concept as that might be. Okay. So we went over here. We went over here. Oh, there's a guy right here.
You'll find no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
Mahir thinks that you are just sort of a customer he was waiting for. Perhaps you are interested in weaponry. Mahir thinks you are. I take it that you are Mahir. Indeed I am. Mahir and Kadir El Sadith, most recently of Rashaman, at your service. You are coming from Rashaman? I remember it fondly and hope to take Boo to see it once I have completed my Dajema. Aha! Boo is your witch then, I take it. No, Boo is my hamster, and Boo is my friend. Oh, I see. Where was I? Ah, yes, my lord. You are still interested in examining my wares? Yes. Yeah. Show me what you have. Most excellent. Examine my wares to your heart's content, Kasadi, and I'm sure you will find nothing to displease you. All right, let's see what he's got. Anything at all? Oh, a sling +1. We probably do need this, actually. I didn't need that other sling. But look at all this. He does have some decent stuff. Some Hour of Fire. Ooh, maybe. Okay, so there's really nothing else. Just these are pretty good items, though, but we don't have all the money in the world. But this +1 sling is probably a good idea. Because when we give that to... it's a good idea both for Jaheira and anybody else. So you know what we might get to? Yeah, let's get to... yeah. There we go. So, what's her name? Go right there. I don't think we can resell the sling anyway, so give me a minute here. Yeah, I'll just hold on to it. And let's see here. Pretty soon we're going to have to read these so that we can get rid of these before we do the circus tent thing.
I have no patience for cities. Our stay had best be a short one.
All right.
I'm there.
I'm there. Quataris. He's a town crier. Let's talk to the town crier real quick. Is this the guy who says, I'm actually quite shy?
Hear ye, hear ye!
Hello, more Tatherian exiles landing in Athkatla. Hear ye, expelled for familiar misdeeds. Oh, shudder to think of all that red ink. Exiles. What's this all about then? The year of the tankard has been a tough one for the rich and pampered trying to grind out a living on the backs of the poor down south. Noses are akimbo about mastican gold falling into chubby fingers, while Rhea Tavern and Trailstone are left reading from the wrong books and the dog-leg ledgers. Judgment was swift on the deserving, and backs packed double time. Good riddance, the natives wailed from ramparts high. Every morning I'm here keeping the faith, protecting the righteous, and crucifying the guilty. Drop by to gnaw the fat and feast on the foolish. Wow.
I'm waiting.
It's
must be done.
Some of these are written in the personality of that person, and you have to like kind of gauge that that person's personality as you're reading. Otherwise, it's not the easiest thing to do. Here's Merleton.
Is this the way you talk to everyone, or is it just a
You, have you ever been cheated here? I bet you have. Me? Actually, I can't even remember the last time someone cheated me out of anything.
Yeah.
Is this the way you talk to
Shoddy
everyone, or is it
merchandise,
just
shoddy
a
merchandise. It's all shoddy. So, even though he's got a name there, it's like, doesn't really say anything. But you gotta love that, because again, they don't have to give these NPCs any kind of a personality or special dialogue, but I'm glad they did.
My time is quick, so be brief, commoner.
It really lends to a lot of immersion for the player, and you get to see some of that like translated in like The Witcher. And so a lot of NPCs don't really have anything special to say, but you can talk to them, and it just helps to unlock the lore quite a bit. And like I said, it just lends to immersion. Good business to you, my lord. My name is Quataris. Might you be interested in some artwork? A painting to add style to your abode? I don't think so. Nothing here really suits my taste. Well, I'm afraid that I am only a purveyor of fine works of art. If you are not a customer of refinement and wealth, then you have no interest in being here, I'm sure. Good business to you. And, you know, again,
give me some direction.
Like, why is this guy here? It's like, makes no sense. However, you know, there was a with the Zhentarim. Yeah, I was going to call them Zhentari, but the Zhentarim in Baldur's Gate 3, there's an area there, and there's clearly an association of art and people who love art, and then the nobles and stuff. And we are in so it kind of makes sense that he would be here. So if nothing else, even if you don't like say, why do I have this guy that's like back here that I could talk to, and there's nothing to do? Again, it's just setting the stage of where you're at, and you know, diving into the story. Okay, let's stop right here. Actually, hold on, wait a minute. So this is CERN's former home, Adventure Mart, Ingy's shop, the Ore Merchant, and Phoenicia's home. Armor Fletcher. So there's quite a few things we can do here. Right here is the circus tent. We're going to circle back eventually here, but this Adventure Mart is what we want. Come to the Adventures Mart. Mrs. Harold? Okay, let's talk to the hawker.
Step right up, step right up.
Come into the Adventures Mart. Behind me you will find all the equipment an adventurer needs. What do they sell? Weapons both magical and plain. Stolen armor from the lairs of dragons, scrolls of sorcery. Anything you need, we have. Very good.
I'm waiting.
Let's go check it out.
Not a concern.
I love this place. The Adventure Mart just sold my imagination so much when I first played this game. Like, I really did envision almost like a flea market style, but with rare, good items that would have been like not new maybe, but like passed down because other adventurers sold their stuff and maybe bought some things or exchanged some things. I really had this like amazing place in my head of like, even though it looks run down, even though it's rustic, it probably smells of dust and you know, things. You know, maybe some sulfur even, you know, because of like the some of the magical enchantments on things. You never know, but it just really felt like alive and like it could actually exist. And I don't know, it just really got to my imagination. And I don't know, I just really always liked this place. Adventurous Mart. Amian soldier.
I hope this
In the name of the council, I am here to keep order.
Move along, no loitering near the shopkeep. The goods are under my protection. As you say, sir, I'm just browsing. Wait a minute, okay, here's a good one. You seem particularly dedicated. Have thieves been much of a problem? Not any longer. My guild specializes in theft reduction. There will be no opportunity for thievery here. Yeah, you say that, but this guy here, Gareth.
I trust all is well.
Perhaps your eyes are better than mine. Do you see any salamander dust here? What do you need salamander dust for? You're not a cowed wizard, are you? It's for soup. Yes, that's it. Salamander soup. For my children and things. Do you see it or not? Why not just ask the shopkeeper if he has any? Ribald? We are not on speaking terms. He tried to charge me 3 coppers for a bottle of pitch and clutch of mice tails. Outrageous. I won't speak to him until he apologizes. Well, how do you buy anything here then? Very quietly. Now, look, is it too much for an old man to ask? Do you see any bloody salamander dust or not? No, I don't see anything here. Titmice and tarnations. I was sure I saw some here the last time. Did somebody sneeze when I wasn't looking? And then here's Brome.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
There be a huge silver piece that they say appeared in the slums out of nowhere. It did. Did you even go and see it? I did last week. Huge thing it is. Larger than life and twice as grim. No one knows how to get inside and no one's come out. You were drunk all last week. Well, I still went in and seen it. Blast it. I ain't blind. That's not what you said after 9 pitchers of that Termish whiskey you drank the day before last. Well, I be allergic to Termish. And besides, it had not to do with my yon sphere. Wow, that's a great... hello, I had to eat my lunch with you. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Having lunch? I don't know how you do it, Sarah. You're up during the day and night? Wow, I couldn't do it. I am older, so, you know, I do need to rest more often, but welcome on in, Sarah. Let me give you a quick shout out over here. You guys, if you don't know Sarah, how do you do this again? Yeah, there we go. Sarah. She just started streaming recently and focuses on the story and lore. She's very appreciative of her chat. If you go in there, she will definitely say hi to you and make you feel very welcome. So always go in there, give her a follow. Follow her on her YouTube as well. She's actually growing pretty fast, and pretty soon she's probably going to be able to monetize. So getting all those subs which are free on YouTube can always help. So yeah, no problem, Sarah. But yeah, Sarah likes to talk a lot about the lore. She keeps up with it better than a lot of people I've run across. I just like watching people play games. I mean, to be honest, especially if it's a game that I have heavily vested into, you know, Witcher, KOTOR, Baldur's Gate, any of those titles. And what surprised me is that she was playing Elder Scrolls, and then she was like, hey, this guy sounds like he may be from here, or this person sounds like they may be of this origin, and boom, sure enough, they are. And it's just because you paid attention to the lore, you paid attention to the books and what they're saying, and that's what we're kind of doing in this playthrough. I'm reading all the books. In fact, I was going to stop here pretty soon before I went to the circus tent and read some of Jaheira's books that she has. Where are they? Right here. History of the Drow, because the Drow are my favorite race, and so I was going to read those just because. And then we have the History of Tether and the History of the Dragon Coast. History of Dragon Coast, not so important. I just got it because it's kind of unique. But the History of Tether is actually where Jaheira is from. So I am doing this playthrough just to remind myself of what Jaheira has done in this game, so that way when I start continuing to record some of my B-roll footage, it'll be there and I can remember how to do some stuff. You like to watch people? I like to lurk. Yes. Sounds illegal. Yeah, story time. Yeah, and I'll be doing that here in just a minute, so I appreciate you being here. But yeah, you guys give Sarah a follow. She's phenomenal.
Give me some direction.
Me and Dash, we talk a lot in DMs because he's got his own little timeline of things, and I do too, and he's on the other side of the world from me. And we just chat about stuff and things that we're doing and things we might like, what has worked for us and stuff. We kind of compare thumbnails, and he's got his own style.
Exercise. Let's divide us all in hard to reach places.
Shut up, Minsk. And so, but he has his own like style that he likes to do, and I tend to kind of like go here, and I was like, no, this looks good to me, but it's not consistent with what I've done, and he'll kind of like keep me in check on those things. So it's really invaluable advice he gives me. But yeah, welcome on in.
It's done.
How are you doing, Bogu? Good to see you.
Bartman at your service.
And Rybold, and I was talking about this just a minute ago, Bogu. I mean, the first time I played this game, and when I came to the Adventures Mart, it just felt so alive. You could almost like smell the mustiness of this place, and like it's called the Adventures Mart. What a perfect title for this. Like if you're going, like you can kind of see like an adventurer coming in here saying, look, I got all this old gear, I can't use it anymore, or maybe some fallen comrades, and now he needs to sell this stuff, and he needs some new gear, and get some new companions. It's just it's new gear, it's old gear. It's a phenomenal vision that I have in my head of this place. It's kind of like the mind's eye and where that would take you. But I love the Adventures Mart. Greetings to you, good sir. I trust all is well. It is well enough, Miss Jaheira. You'll not bring Harper trouble to me doorstep, good lady. Might I remind you that me days of involvement with your kin are long over. So here we go. You see what I'm saying? So Jaheira and her Harper past, she knows Rybold, so you can kind of have that conversation where she's eyeing him saying, oh, hello, Rybold, how are you doing? And she's like, hey, look, we're good, we're square. I'm an honest businessman now. It is well enough, Miss Jaheira. Yeah, I've already read that, sorry. I am not here in official capacity, suspicious one. There is no need to worry. With your kin, there is always a need to worry. But I should mind me manners. Please excuse me. Rybold Balderman at your service. My Adventure Mart is the finest shopping in all of Faerun. Wildest selection, lowest price, and nary a fancy illustration. Just the goods, bare and plain. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions. You certainly can. What's on your mind? Well, a friend of mine has been taken prisoner by the Cowled Wizards. Do you know where she could be kept? Too bad. A friend came in from Riatavin about a year back, a mage named Terse. His mule had gone lame, and he'd summoned a floating disc to carry his supplies. They captured him, of course. Terse should have known better. I'm sure he thought a disc was harmless enough, but those wizards are strict about their licenses. I tried looking for him, but the Cowled Wizards aren't easy to find. Nobody knows where they stay here, and they never let out where their magical prison is. It's a travesty that the Council gives them so much power. Mystra only knows what they do with their prisoners. Wish I could help you more, but I never heard from Terse again. So again, Terse, we don't have to remember that, but it's we've run across it. So when we get to where we are going to get eventually, maybe we can unfold. Maybe it'll make more sense to us when we get to have a chance to talk to him if we run into him. Well, what do you know about the Shadow Thieves? It is not an area I keep up with. They run the docks. The man to talk to is called the Blood Scalp. Word has it they're in some kind of front right now, but who knows? Let's see here. I think I said this already. Yeah, a friend of mine has been imprisoned by the Cowled Wizards. Do you know where they might keep her? Too bad. A friend of mine, yeah, we've done this. We've done this. You mentioned something about a license. Well, sure. The ban on magic casting only applies to the disreputable masses, and in there's only one barometer for the well-to-do: coin. You got enough coin, the Cowled Wizards are willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, and why not? They get rich, and if you cause a problem, they arrest you anyway. And we've already talked about how is a center of commerce, and there's so many points of culture that revolve around commerce and making money. So really what they want is just to keep the peace, and the way they do that is because it's a very commerce driven location. And so anything to keep the peace, and the way they keep the peace in many of these cases, especially in government, is sometimes through bribery. And here is a situation where they simply go with it. It's the culture. Coin is the culture. So it's not unusual for the government to say, hey, look, this isn't being corrupt here. That's just our culture. And they can get away with it. So this makes sense. Like they're not making up the story just to make it hard for you to like do magic in the area. They actually have a cultural reason why this exists as a rule and a problem for us. Yeah, it's not a bad deal though. Once you've paid them, they tend to ignore you. Try the Wizard Corneo and the government building in the government district if you're interested. I am definitely going to the government district very, very, very soon. Well, let's see here. I'll be on my way. All right. Store will be here when you return, I'm sure. I'm going to talk to him anyway because I just want to see what we got.
The finest shopping in all of Faerun. Widest selection, lowest prices, and nary a fancy illustration. Just the goods, fair and plain.
Okay, there's some items we're interested in. Music to my ears. There's a customer born every minute and a rube soon after. What'll it be for you today? All right, let's see. I know he's got a ton. Does he have a bag of holding? Hold on. Knave's robe. Druid's ring. Ring of Animal Friendship. That's what that is. Druid's ring. A druid order in Cormanthor is said to cautiously guard the secret to the construction of these rings, which has never been seen in the possession of anyone outside the immediate membership. How this particular ring escaped the protection of their forest is unknown, but there are rumors that an outcast would have brought it into exile with him. Charm animal. So no, we don't want that. We don't want this. Gym bag. All right. Not workout gym, unfortunately, but a gym bag. We will probably need that. Minute meteors. Minute meteors. Say that 5 times fast. Let's see here. We have a lot of good stuff, but there is some special stuff in the back, and we will just look. We can't afford anything because we're poor as hell. But let's see. All right, let's just buy that. All right, got a gym bag, and I think we're good. I'll hold on to this one since I'm the thief. The main thief, since Yoshimo apparently sucks.
I'm waiting.
Let's go home.
I'm there.
Now, the collector's edition of this game came with this Deidre. She wasn't originally part of the original game, I don't believe. Yeah. It was a collector's edition thing. But I do think that they added her later in a patch or something. But, or maybe it was Lucy. I don't remember which one. But I was pretty sure it was a special edition only.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Greetings, adventurer. I am Deirdre. I am a member of the Aurora's Magic Emporium and have access to her considerable collection of magical treasures. Would you be interested in taking a look at my wares? Yes, I would. Yeah, see all this stuff we can't afford. Jack, look at all this stuff. Super expensive. However, we have the plate of Baldur. This plate was worn by the famous hero Baldur. It is part of a set of weapons and armor that was stolen from the museum in the city of Baldur's Gate. You gotta remember, like, if you, I know y'all haven't played, I know many of y'all have played Baldur's Gate 1, but we haven't done Baldur's Gate 1 on a stream for a very, very, very long time, and I've never done it on YouTube. But there is a great museum there. It's a fabulous museum, and it's it fills the mind with a lot of details of these classical things in history, things that they considered precious to that culture, and this was in there at one time. It's just really funny. And the robe of Vecna, I mean, if you know who Vecna is, they just have it casually here, and they have a little description, but that's the robe of Vecna. This robe doesn't even have close to the power of the two famous artifacts from the hand of Eye and the hand and eye of Vecna possess. Still, from the simply being worn by the powerful Lich, the robe absorbed enough magical energies to become a potent magical item. So armor class 5, magic resistance 10%, improves casting speed by 4, and that's really the amazing part of that. But yeah, the Shield of Baldur. The Shield of Baldur is let's see, is part of the set of that was stolen in the museum. Combats reflect beholder rays, and I heard Bogu talking about how the beholder area sucks. It sucks as an area, but you know what? You put this on easy mode. I mean, it's what I've always done. I just eventually get this, and then I go do that, and they don't bother me. It's just a cheat code for that area.
It's probably best left to me.
Hi, Lucy. Somewhat haughtily, Lucy turns away as you approach. The wyvern ignores you. Let's see. Lady Yuth.
Is it important, peasant?
Hello there. I've been watching you since you entered. I suspect you may have need of my wares. What is it that you sell? Magical scrolls. Illegal, of course, which is why I must charge so much for them. Well, have you no fear of the cowled wizards? Those pompous fools. They are corrupt as anyone else in the city, if you know who to talk to. Now, are you interested or not? Well, perhaps you could tell me whom to talk to amongst the cowled wizards, then. I'd be interested in that. Hi, I imagine you would be. One of the wizards by the name of Cornel decides who gets the license and who uses magic here. Bring plenty of coin if you go see him. You can probably find him in the government building of the government district. Now, would you like to see what I have on offer or not? Sure, let me see what you got. Good, take your time. Magic is not something that should be rushed. Yeah, so she just has other spells here, which is great because, like, if you're like, how you can just come to the Adventurers Mart and find all this stuff here. So here's some more skull trap things in case we don't get to identify it, but hopefully we will. There's another scroll case. There was a bug there for a while when the game came out that if you bought 2 scroll cases, they almost duplicated what was inside. So you could have had like scroll case with one type of scroll, like for like your cleric or something, and then a different one for your mage, and then they just ended up being the same, unfortunately. And I think they fixed that, but yeah, that's why I've typically never bought more than one, because I had to deal with that bug for a long time. This is a painting of one of a group of young adventurers from long ago, this one a ranger, all of whom were attempting to return to their homeland far away. Word has it they died horribly at the hand of the dragon Tiamat. Ooh. Another painting of a party of young adventurers from long ago, this one a diminutive barbarian. Rumor has it that this barbarian had a pet unicorn smaller than he, also swallowed by Tiamat, as presumed. It's just hilarious.
Hey, not a concern. Yeah.
Okay, so we can't afford anything in here. We're poor. We're broke as hell. And that's okay. Here we go. Now, I don't really think we need to check. We could go to Inge's shop, but I don't think he has anything that we need. I'm really just seeing if there's a place that has a bag of holding, but I don't think there's one here.
I hope this is worth it.
Oh yeah, they're behind this thing here. Yeah, this is just this is not what we need.
Calamshites, Tetherians, Waterdavians, they all make their way here eventually to Arm, they do.
Let me see if I can't do his voice. Hello, you're looking for something, yeah? Do you need assistance, yeah? Anger can help you. Excuse me, what was that? Anger can help you. Come inside. I will show you everything you liking. Anger knows. Very well. Show me everything. I don't. Just show me what you have. Good. You be having much fruit, yes? You be wanting fruit. I be sure. I sure you've asked to be having. Come. I sure. Oh, Lord. You don't have any fruit. He's got weapons. It's funny. Okay, so he's got a potion. He's got potion of healings here. No problem. You got nothing I need, though, dude. But I'll just check to see what's in these barrels real quick. Kind of look around. Just don't mind me. Just don't mind me. Oh, there's some gold. Some gold. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay. Alrighty.
Give me some direct. I'll see to it.
So we're in this area, and this is really all I need to do before I go into the circus tent. So let me... Potion of Invisibility. No, I can't get distracted. Let's go to Jaheira. So for Jaheira, I'm going to go ahead and read the history of Tether, mainly because, she is from Tether. So it kind of helps us associate her past with this. I do have an hour-long video of her part 1 for Jaheira, and I do think I do explain her past a little bit better than I would for this type of stream. But the history of Tether. For the past 1,500 years, Tether has had a single strong royal family ruling with absolute power. When a king died or became incapacitated, his oldest son took the throne. As the family trees of those close to power became more intertwined and complicated, there were the inevitable wars of succession and bickering over which second cousin was the true heir to the throne. Civil wars were brief, however, and once the fighting was over, the system returned to normal, until the next major dispute in a few hundred years or so. The established recurring cycle was broken 10 years ago. The current ruling family had been in power for over 350 years, Trifidi, so long that they had dropped their own family name centuries ago. No one even remembers it now, and simply called themselves Tether. King Alamander IV was comfortably ruling from Castle Tether, and the country seemed happy enough, but there was a broad current of dissatisfaction among the people of Tether. Non-humans were forbidden by law to own land, and since most rights and privileges accorded citizens were based on land citizen ownership, they became second-class citizens as well. Things were especially bad for elves, who were driven deep into the forest of Tether by royal armies. Alamander IV took land away from rightful owners and gave it to nobles who promised larger contributions to the royal treasury. These social and economic inequities, coupled with several harsh winters and bad harvests in a row, made the time ripe for change. It takes more than... Let me go ahead and put on just a little bit of Baldur's Gate music here, because I thought that would be one that came up, but let's put in Jaheira's romance. Let me bring this down just a little bit. There we go. It takes more than just a couple of lousy winters to depose a king, however. It takes treachery as well. In the case of the fall of House Tether, it took an ambitious general and an impatient royal heir. Prince Alamander grew tired of waiting for the robust Alamander IV to make room for him, so he struck a deal with the General Nashram Sharboneth, commander of the king's largest army. While Sharboneth marched his army toward Tether, bringing along a sizable group of angry peasants recruited with the promise of land reform, the would-be Alamander V downplayed alarming reports from the king's spies and advisors, silencing the most persistent permanently through murder or exile. By the time Sharbanath's army arrived and laid siege to Castle Tether, it was too late for loyalists to help. As Sharbanath launched a direct assault on the castle, using the expendable peasants as shock troops, a handful of elite soldiers let in a secret entrance by the prince would eliminate key guards and open the gates. At the same time, the prince, one of the few people allowed to see the king directly, would murder his father. A fire set by the elite troops would destroy evidence of treachery. The general and the prince would emerge from the conflagration and announce a new joint government. The plan was executed perfectly, but only up to a point. Sharbanath double-crossed the prince. His men were much too efficient in setting the castle ablaze, and Prince Alamander, along with the most of his fellow conspirators, died horribly in the fire. At about the same time, a spy planted on the general's inner staff by the equally duplicitous Alamander murdered the general and dissolved his body with a powerful acid before anyone could come to his aid. To make matters worse, everyone had underestimated the resentment the people felt for the royal family. Once Castle Tether began to fall, there was no holding back the mob. In one night, the proudest, strongest castle in all the country was reduced to a smoking ruin. Everything of value, fine tapestries, plates, silverware, furniture, jewelry, weapons, clothing, armor, paintings, statues, etc., were either stolen, burned, or just ripped apart and stomped into the dust. As news of the fall of the royal family spread, so did the chaos. In what is now known as the 10 Black Days of Elent, anyone known or even suspected of blood connection to the royal family was put to the sword. This led to some darkly humorous moments as social climbers who had bragged just a week before of being a sixth cousin twice removed of a royal aunt tried in vain to convince an angry mob that they were only kidding. The nobles who were the biggest supporters of the royal family also came under attack, and some baronial keeps fell. Local leaders who had adequately distanced themselves from the Tether family or were popular enough or feared strong enough survived. These surviving nobles became the initial players in the fight to decide the fate of Tether. One thing is certain. Any leader or type of government that too closely resembled rule under the Tethers would not be accepted. Royalists became a dirty word in Tether society. The power struggle continued to this day, and there is no sign of it ending anytime soon. So, Jaheira came from the land of Tether, and she is of noble birth. And we know from her story she escaped via some housemaids, or I don't know what to call them. They were just servants, I guess. And they felt sorry for the family. They actually liked the family that she was under. And they snuck her out and they took her to the Druids. And that's how she grew up as a Druid, you see. So all this is really important because it all comes full circle. And so when we see events in Baldur's Gate 3 and some of the stories related to Jaheira, I can't quickly dismiss those things. And for me to sometimes see Larian drop the ball on other companions that also have an equally strong story and background and lore to kind of like say, well, this is how we're going to interpret it. No, the groundwork has been laid for you. You just have to follow through. But I'm being a little critical when I shouldn't be. We'll do History of the Dragon Coast, because I don't think that's very long. Yeah, it's just right here. So let's do let's do Bear Ghost. The history of the Dragon Coast is the history of money, particularly the darker side of the coin. Situated on the main trade routes between the Inner Sea and the Sword Coast, these lands never coalesced into a solid, coherent nation like Cormyr or Symbia. Instead, small, petty city-states have risen and fallen, powered by greed and the most powerful merchant or pirate faction of the day. As a result, the Dragon Coast has always been the home of the smuggler, the pirate, the rogue, and the hired killer. It has been the place where those seeking to skirt the laws of more civilized nations to the north make landfall. It is here that the Red Wizards gain their access to the Western Heartlands, and where the Cult of the Dragon launches its plots to the south. And it is here that independent secret societies and assassins guilds have their greatest power. The last semblance of organized resistance to this trend was the reign of Veroven, last of the kings of Westgate. The monarchy of the Westgate had long worked closely with the various mercantile and pirate factions, but Veroven attempted to stem the growing power of the merchant houses and petty lords. His sudden and mysterious death without acceptable heirs in 1248 DR, and remember we went over last time, DR stands for Del Reckoning, opened the door for much of what is now commonplace in the Dragon Coast, corruption and treachery. It should be noted that while Veroven's, right there, name is still venerated in these lands, better known is Immerk, the greatest of the Inner Sea pirates, a brash and flamboyant rogue whose united pirate fleet beneath him and ruled from 1164 DR to his death in 1201 DR. Such it is in the Dragon Coast that good people are venerated, but the power of darker rogues is imitated. That's such a great line. Good people are venerated, but the power of darker rogues is imitated. Man, that's a good line. All right. Very interesting lore. It goes on and on and on. I'm a huge fan of Ed Greenwood, who really came up with the Forgotten Realms. And so when he says something about anything, that's what I take as gospel. And you have people like R.A. Salvatore, who did the Drizzt series and things like that, who really expanded upon it. And he's definitely, you know, in line with whatever Ed Greenwood has already built. So it's just really, oh, thank you, Sarah. Look at that. Thank you very much. But yeah, the anytime Ed Greenwood has anything to say on a matter, I'm listening. And I think Bogu might like this part. Maybe, maybe not. I'm a huge Drow fan, and he did mention before that there's at least 5 or 6 major pieces of the lore that have, or prophecies, I should say, that have not come true. One very interesting one, for me at least, is that he said that there is a Drow there is going to be a goddess, a dark goddess, basically of Drow origin. So we don't know if they're actually Drow. We don't know if they're associated with the Drow, but it's heavily implied that it's probably a high member of the Drow, and that could just be a very powerful Drow. But in my opinion, I think it's Viconia. I think it's Viconia. And that's why I really wanted to focus on her in prior lore videos. And really, you know, she's always been my favorite companion in the Baldur's Gate series. And that her position would rise up again, and it would create a different way of life for the Drow, for better or for worse or whatever. But she will take control over that, and I guess challenge Loth. And that's fascinating to me, because Loth has been like the staple of Drow culture. And for her, and as wronged as she has been, because, you know, in Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but we deal with the two sides of the coin there between Shar and Mystra and everybody else. So we look at all those things and we're like, oh, wow. So we do see how ingrained in the culture that Shar has dug her nails in. And but she's not evil per se. Loth is actually evil. So as dark as we kind of like, they wanted to portray the events in Baldur's Gate 3, it's not even close to what Loth has done. So it would be interesting to see if somebody like Viconia could rise up and actually challenge Loth. So here's the history of the Drow, the descent. And maybe I ought to go with, let's see here. We could do the, no. I'm trying to think of a good song here. Let's just do this one. No, that's horrible for that. Here we go. History of the Drow, the Descent. We know very little of the Illithiri or Elves of the South before this crucial event. Even then, they were known as Dark Elves for the hue of their skins. They dwelt in the jungles and hot forests of the South, a proud, warlike, culturally advanced, some sages of other elven peoples say decadent folk. The Illithiri attacked all neighbors, including other elven tribes. Their cruel raids and depredations, ordered by warlike nobility and the clergy of their two cruel deities, Gonadar, I always have a hard time saying that, and Loth, forced elves, humans, dwarves, and others to ally against them. Defeated in a series of titanic magical battles, the Dark Elves fled into underground warrens that they earlier discovered. This event, known as the Descent, marked the end of the Drow as a surface-dwelling race. So yes, you can have dark-skinned elves, and I've heard this before, where, okay, they're not Drow, they're just dark-skinned elves. Dark-skinned elves don't technically exist really anymore. I guess you could have a dark-skinned elf, but not in this context, because they were an entire culture, an entire tribe, and then they went down into the earth, and they became the Drow that we know. That is, I think, kind of important, because you can have whatever backstory you want, of course, it's Dungeons and Dragons, but at the end of the day, you kind of have to know what the difference is between what a dark elf is and who the Drow are. They are two different things. What do you mean, question mark? The history of the Drow, the Dark Wars. The warlike Drow nature did not change when they escaped the surface foes during the Descent. In fact, they immediately launched a series of wars to establish territories in the Underdark. They began by stealing and seizing dwarven magical items and using them against the dwarves, establishing an enmity that is still strong today. The Drow then fought amongst themselves, noble against noble, priest against priestesses. The rule of their new realm. This all-out war ended amid great magical explosions that brought down the roof of the largest dwarven cavern they had seized, Great Barrendon. The ceiling collapsed entirely, burying many Drow and shadowed dwarven cities. The cavern, now open to the sky, became known as the Great Rift. The surviving Drow nobles gathered what people, slaves, and equipment they could seize and fled to the Underdark in search of places to dwell. The scattering brought about the many rival self-interest cities where most Drow live today. So the Drow are very, very factioned, even amongst themselves. They it's not unusual when you think about it, of course, but sometimes when it's like cultures or races in these fantasy games, it's like, oh, they're the elves, like they're all the same. But in Dungeons and Dragons lore, there's so many factions within that context. That's just their race. That doesn't necessarily imply that that's their culture, their mindset. But the Drow themselves are somewhat faction. They kind of work with other city-states basically, as that are Drow, but they don't. What's theirs is theirs, and they're very possessive of what resources they have. So we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And now we have room again.
I'm waiting.
There we go.
It's done.
It's done. All right, let's go talk to Mr. and Mrs. Herm, what is it? Harold. Hello, Mr. Harold and Mrs. Harold.
Is this important?
Well, now, this is a bloody disappointment, isn't it? My wife and I came all the way to trade meet to see the circus, and we can't even go in because of some kind of problem. It was outrageous. and the ride was so terribly bumpy and uncomfortable. I won't be able to sleep for a week, alas. Mind you, it wasn't a complete loss. There was a rather showy display of magic when that wizard blew up his top earlier. That was rather invigorating, that was. Harold, how can you say such a thing? I was absolutely terrified. Well, it was a bloody surprise. This from a woman who screams murder in the sight of a squirrel. We could have been struck by lightning or fire. It was horrendous. I really don't think it was aiming at us, dear. Nevertheless, I was mortified. These poor men in black that he was fighting with, such terrible violence, and now we have nothing to do but head home once again. Well, I'm not exactly looking forward to spending the whole ride cooped up with her now, am I? Harold, another quip like that and you'll be making the ride alone. Yes, dear. So, that did not need to exist in this game. But
it must be done.
You know, it's immersion. Let's talk to Girin.
Who are you?
Who are you? Sniff. My mama's still inside. They can't, they said she can't come out. What are you talking about, child? My mama went into the tent to see a show, but something happened and now nobody comes out. There's guards who won't let nobody in anymore, too, but my mama's in there. I want my mama. I'll go and see if I can't find your mother, all right? Just calm down and be brave. Oh, okay. Okay, sir. We must help this child. I will find who took his mother and teach him a thing or three about decency, respect, and keeping their hands off of other people's parents. You might be crazy, but the stream's audio is all over the place. You might be crazy, Bogu. I'm pretty sure my limiter is pretty strong, though, so I can go back, of course, and find out. It could be that, no, I don't have any drop frames. I am uploading in a high bit rate, though, both to Twitch and to YouTube, so you never know. There could be some issue there, but let me know. Let me know, Bogu. Let me know if there's a problem. Let's see here. Hold! This tent has been closed off for your own safety, citizen. The circus has been closed until this matter is resolved. Why? What has occurred here? We are not exactly sure. There was no problem until a show was scheduled early in the morning. Sounds fine on my end? Okay, thank you, Sarah. See, Bogu? See, get with it. Come on, man. Now, Bogu is an amazing Baldur's Gate streamer, and he has taken a break from Baldur's Gate because it frustrated him, but he does it on like 10 times the difficulty of even the hardest difficulty of this game. He has mods on that, you know, where the enemies have more health, they hit harder, and, you know, it's just they have one good thing about the mods that Bogu does is I think it incorporates some of the Icewind Dale spells and things, which really should be in this game because it's the same rule set, but there are some in Icewind Dale that would have been great in this game, and those mods would help that. Why, it sounds like someone is skipping on Legion's VOD every couple seconds. Okay, well, I appreciate it, Bogu. I mean, I don't know, maybe refresh the stream. I don't know if you're on PC or if you're on your phone, but yeah, let me know if it continues to be a problem. I was listening to my stream earlier and I didn't hear anything, but you never know, something could be up. Never know. Apparently the show began well enough and then something occurred. Nobody has come out of the tent who went in for the show, and everyone who sent in investigate has not come out. Foul magic is no doubt involved here. We're waiting for the cowed wizards to arrive. They will be able to solve this, I am sure. Nobody has gotten out? Well, we have been told that one of the animal trainers darted out after the show began, but we have not been able to find him yet. No. I can handle myself. Perhaps I can solve the problem here for you. Very well then. I'll not stop you if you wish to risk yourself, citizen. You were warned. It is no risk. Not so long as we have swords and braveness to the brim of the tall glass of goodness. Right, Boo? We should be careful, Aiden. There's no telling what's going on within the city, if the city guard can handle it. Be prepared for anything is what I always say. So the trainer that he's talking about is this guy, and we've already talked to him, this Fergus.
Give me some direction.
He has a bit of a stuttering problem. So I'm going to just do a quick save. Actually, we're going to do a hard save in case there's a corruption to one. Oh, see, now look at this. It's constantly quick saving, and that problem I had earlier, it didn't save at all. It's like, all right.
I'm waiting.
So let's go into the circus.
It's probably best left to me.
Is this where the genie says, "Mwahaha"?
Hey,
it's like a standard thing when a genie shows up in this game. Oh, no, he didn't. Aha. Well, I'll do it for him anyway. Mwahaha. I see a wonder has come to... Oh, you know what? Maybe because if you... Okay, I don't want to do any spoilers for this portion just yet. But when we get a full reveal of what's going on here, maybe that's why it doesn't... Maybe BioWare was smarter than me when... they came up with some of these sound ideas. Aha, I see a wafer has come to amuse Kala. You must answer a riddle. Naturally, ere I will allow you to pass this bridge. Are you ready to hear it? Oh, I forgot about this stupid puzzle. Okay. And why would I want to pass over this bridge? Because it is symbolic of your progression to enlightenment and understanding, fool. Are you ready to proceed? Well, I prefer to know who Kala is before I play any of your games. Kala does not reveal himself to those who are not worthy. Are you ready to begin? Very well, I am ready. Excellent. God, look, this is not streamer friendly because, I mean, it's one thing if I have to read something. It's another thing I have to, like, recount lore. It's another thing for me to do math. So, excellent. A princess as old as the prince will be when the prince is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of the parent's age. Which of the following then could be true? All right, so this is just logic, but I'm not. Give me a minute. Princess as old as the princess is when the princess is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of the present age. Half the sum. Well, give me the answer. Is it number 4? The prince is 30 and the princess is 20? I would think from the options to see if they fit the question. Let's see here. I would work from the options to see if they fit the question. Yeah, 3, I think. Okay. You think it's 3, Sarah? This is, and I know that there's like quizzes in here, and this is the only one I can never remember, like right off the bat. So 3, and the princess is 40. Just press the same button twice. Okay. All right. 1 second. Okay, there we go. When I was younger, and I did math all the time. I did logic specifically all the time. I probably would have broken this down like 5 seconds in my head, but so we'll go with number 3. The prince is 30 and the princess is 40. Probably 3 and 3. Ah, you are correct. The mighty Kala respects those with a most agile and quick mind. Proceed across with my blessing. Wow, look at Sarah go. And Bogu. Man, y'all are smart. I feel quite intimidated. All right, let's see here. As usual, I'm going to just take a look around. So the way they did this, I know Bogu knows this, but I'm just talking out loud. Welcome on in, Atticus. It's good to see you. Is that these were all hand done. So everything is hand done here. And what they did is that underneath it all is a where they could move your character around. And these characters are sprites. However, they did do them in original 3D models, but they got converted into a sprite form. You know, I'm wondering if I shouldn't actually do a quick rest before we do this, because I'm pretty sure it should be safe. everything's trying to be an illusion.
Give
So I
me
don't
some
think we're going to
direction.
be attacked by anything. So I think I'm gonna rest real quick. Okay, yeah. I like Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, kind of like that. But this was in the Infinity Engine, and the Infinity Engine, the trickiest thing for these type of games was figuring out the math. There's all a bunch of variables, and this is a real time with pause. And what that really essentially means is that if there's like 3 archers over here and they shoot you, they get a certain round. And if they shoot you, it's possible if they all aiming at you, you have to accommodate for 3 instead of everybody getting a turn. Every one of them could hit you at the same time. So the math of the system has to figure out. The way they did this was THACO, and I'm not going to explain THACO, but basically the better your score, the more likely you are to resist those things, or maybe like say your dexterity will allow you to be missed better, things like that. But that's for each and every single hit that's coming at you. And again, they're based on rounds. So if I have a caster over here that takes a long cast to do a big spell damage to us, I could maybe hit them with some arrows and disrupt it for that. It's a whole tactical thing that's going on in the background. And if you know what the rule set is and how to act accordingly, then you do that. But that's why you don't do this in pure real time. It's real time with
I hope this is worth
pause, and then you could say, okay, no, I don't want to do that.
Give me some
I
direction.
want to have my guy just actually go into stealth, and then Yoshimo, I'm going to move him over here instead.
They'll never see me coming.
And so that happened in that round, you see. And so as you're in the middle of a battle or whatever, that's where the real time with pause comes into play, and it just becomes a tactical thing. And Bogu is amazing at that. So he does it on such hard difficulty, but he just flies through these things, and I'm just playing it for story. I like a little less stressful than a full real time. It is, and actually, believe it or not, KOTOR is built on a very similar type issue. It's just that KOTOR was more or less designed to be like a true real time, so you don't get to see the what really is going on. But it's very similar to what actually Baldur's Gate was designed as. It's D&D with a lot of math going on in the background, and you end up having rounds and systems and attributes that change your THACO rating. That's exactly the same thing. Yeah. The game is very, very difficult to manage in real time. Yeah.
I'll see to it.
Although beatable.
Who are you? Oh, whoever you are, you must flee this place at once. He's killed everyone else who has come into this place. Almost. Oh, please run.
So this ogre's name is Airy, and it has a very female voice. So we have to be questioning ourselves, like, what the hell? Let's see here. Who are you talking about? Who's killed everyone? Oh, no. Let's do this one. How can a monster such as you have a sweet voice? I'm not a monster. I'm an elf, a winged elf, or at least I was. This covering you see is some kind of illusion, but if you believe in it, then it becomes real. Please believe me. Now go before something happens to you. I beg of you. I've never heard of a winged elf. What are you talking about? I come from a race of winged elves, although there aren't many of us left. From Fayendale to the south. My wings were cut off long ago, though. What? What the hell? I turned off everything, Atticus. I'm sorry. Okay. Jesus. I had this problem with Bogu yesterday, and so I turned off all the settings that would have to do with like language or whatever, and it's something is still there you go. But see, now you're able to say it. Yeah. So I don't know really what did you say? I don't think you said anything bad. I really don't. It's just something in my system is on and I don't know how to turn it off. And I have very low security things, like bare bones. So there's something in my system that I have to get in there and fix. Honestly, it's probably best for me It's too long. Oh, was it too long? Maybe that was the problem. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Again, I'll look at my stuff again. But Bogu said ass yesterday, and it just like, I was like, how on earth? You know, it's weird. Anyway, it's embarrassing for me. But that wasn't that. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Ari. But that isn't important. The place is too dangerous. Go back to the city and warn everyone what is happening here. You must flee. But who's behind all of this first? Kala. Oh, I don't know what he's done exactly or how, but everything here is an illusion. But it's magic that can hurt you if you believe in it. Yes, yeah. Exactly, Sarah. So, I mean, Sarah was able to say it. I mean, like I said, I'll figure it out. It's embarrassing for me that nothing is working the way I think it should be working. Oh, you probably don't understand, do you? I don't know what he's done, or to the 10 or to the others who have come in, but their deaths are real. You must run. And by the way, I keep bringing this out there, so I mean, it's on YouTube and Twitch, whatever. If somebody seriously wants to do some voice acting for Jaheira for me, I can't pay you, but it is something I do need to do. And if I have to get my wife to do it, it's fine, but I just don't think that would translate very well, because she did Vaconia, and I think she did a great job for that. But I don't know if I could ask her to do Jaheira. But I do need somebody at some point. Let's see here. I'm not going anywhere until I give full explanation. You're likely trying to trick me, eh, beast? Well, I won't fight for it. Die! No, we're not going to try to. Just who are you? Why is my... No. I'm not a young woman. She might say something different this time. Hey, I'm not a monster. I'm an elf. Oh, no, she says the same thing. Okay, so never mind. Okay, so this is the same. Perhaps I'll go. You're right. I should go. Yes, go if you can. I don't want to see any more people hurt. Okay. All right.
It's done.
It's done.
They'll never see me coming.
See, and then there's a spider right here.
Oh, I am a simple woman.
Please don't hurt me. What am I to do? You don't seem like any creature I've encountered before. I'm not a creature, or at least I never used to be. Not until the circus and everything changed. Well, then who are you? My name's Hannah. I came to the circus with my son, although he didn't come into the tent with me. Oh, please help me. How is it that you became this creature, then? I'm not a creature. Let me do this again. What's going on here? Well, I don't know. All I know is that I came into the tent to watch the performance. A gnome came on the stage and began to perform some kind of magical act. It was quite silly. It was obvious that whatever the gnome was trying to do wasn't working. His magic fizzled and everyone started laughing. I thought it was part of the show act, so I laughed too. And then everything began changing. People started transforming into creatures and then back into themselves. The world shifted somehow, and I felt so sick and horrified. I think I passed out. When I woke up, I had been turned into this monstrosity. I don't know what to do. My son didn't come into the tent with me, and I'm frightened to think what may have happened to him. I think your son is still outside. Just wait here. He is? Oh, I will. Oh, thank you. All right. So there's a little, just journal entry stuff here. It says the little boy's lost his sight while his mother is traveled. I will see if she is within. I found the mother of the boy outside the tent. Now must see if I can restore her to her original form along with the rest of the mad circus. Peasant. Peasant has nothing to say to you. Peasant has nothing to say to you. Pretty sure these are doppelgangers. But I forget if we... Yes. I don't think Jaheira has a spell to do the detect good or evil. Let me see here. Hold on. I don't want to do anything strong because I don't think I need to. Let's just do a quick save because I can't during combat. It says
Give
I'm in
me some
combat.
direction. I'm waiting. I'm willing.
Hold on. Sticker. Something's hitting me. It must be these guys. It's got to be them. Hold on. Oh yeah, because I have the overlay, Sarah. That's these things. Let me go to my. It would help if I was actually in a window that I could use. 1 second. Because I am not. I'm a professional streamer here. Professional streamer, please hold. What the hell? Why is my sticker thing not on? My overlay must be missing. Well, that is not good. Okay, hold on. I'm glad Sarah's testing everything that I have on here because my goodness, all this should be on here. And yet it is not. I wonder. Oh, here we go. There it is. Okay. So I have. See, I have my booty. There you go. And then, oop. Hello. And I have. I made these myself. Some of these. Not so much the art on them, but yeah, the stickers themselves. I have my whiskey, which is from Baldur's Gate. And I have there you go. And I have Miss Rabbit.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
And I have the cat. And I have the chicken attack here because I have the song Chicken Attack that was redeemed for a while. So yeah. And then as far as sound alerts go, I have a few, but I mean, to go along with the chicken theme, we have
chicken.
Yeah. And then and this is my raid one. When I get raided. Yeah. Yeah. And this was from Mass Effect. This is Jack.
So take your balls out of your purse and kick some ass.
There you go. So yeah, I have quite a few different things. But yeah.
I'm there.
Excellent. So I'm gonna kick these guys' ass because I think they're attacking me in their form. Because it's saying that I can't save because I'm in I'm in combat. Number 2, I'm taking damage from an unknown source. So I'm pretty sure it's these guys.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
Ooh, they're strong. They're strong. Oh, let's get that. Ooh, this is a ogre sword. Okay, I might be able to sell that. All right. Let me get my other window back up here real quick. There we go. So sorry for the distraction.
Yeah.
That's all me. So there's a spider. There's over here. Let's go check over here real quick. Very nice. Ah, it's this dryad pleasure slave. Look at that. Pleasure slave. So that's what a pleasure slave looks like, apparently.
I am here to serve.
Welcome, Lord, to the Kala's realm. Be thee not of impure mind, for surely Lord Kala will destroy thee. Be thee not of impure heart, or thou wilt surely destroy thyself. Kala is the one ruler, the one true being. I've come to see the circus, not some half-dressed tart sprouting dire warnings. Who exactly is Kala, and where is this realm of his that I have come to? Kala is beyond thy ken, mortal. He is the beginning. He is the end. He is our God and our King. Tremble before him, and he may take pity on thee. I am my own person, and not this Kala's possession. Bow before the will of thy betters, mortal. Kala's rage is awesome to behold. Let not thyself be found in its path. Yeah, I've not come for some half-dressed tart. The circus is no more. Kala's power has been removed, its baneful influence. Question not, Lord Kala's mortal. Alright, bye. Don't remember if I'm supposed to kill her or not. We'll let her go for now. Oh, jeez. Don't remember. Excellent. And here we are getting attacked right off the bat. Werewolf.
Let's do this. Quick and pain.
Oh, here's a shadow. Oh, jeez. Give me a second here.
Give me some direction.
Do this.
Armored, sharpened, and raring to go.
You handle this, werewolf, and then
I am ready.
Shahira, I want you to do some. Do I do conjure animals? No. Let's do woodland beings, because if it's a dryad, it'll help. And then
So this night,
Yoshimo,
nothing dangerous.
get in better position over here.
Let's do this. Quick and pain.
Let's have you hide in the shadow if possible. Nope, he didn't make it. So we're gonna attack this werewolf.
Pay attention. You will get those second chance.
Okay.
It is above
The dryad or something is being summoned here, so give me a second. Let's do summon insects on this thing here. Okay. Hold.
Boo says, why?
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I think the shadow is defeated. I can't tell. Okay. Okay.
Yeah?
I think we're good.
It's probably best left to me.
Okay, I gotta be careful.
Give me some direction.
I have a... What do I have on me? I have ability score drain, so strength. I think I have to go to a temple to get rid of that, but I think we're okay.
I'm waiting.
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
We do traps.
Hey, not a concern.
Oh, there's a shadow there. Okay.
Give me some direction.
Oops.
I'm waiting.
For the fallen!
You point, I point.
With vengeance!
Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Make sure there's no traps in this area.
I'm ready. I think I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Oh. There's one here.
Give me some direction.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Okay. Pulled off the hold monster.
I'm waiting. I hope this is worth it.
Okay. Werewolf.
Feel the backhand of justice!
You'll notice they're not leaving anything because they must be illusions. They could still be beings, but they appear to be illusions. That's why they're not dropping any loot or anything. There's a web spell. Take these. Oh! Who has the scroll case? Is that Minsk? Minsk. Minsk, give me that real quick if you don't mind. And I'll just hold on to everything. There we go. Okay.
Yeah?
So we save here. I don't think there's anything else. Oh. Congratulations, Aiden. Kala is most amused by your progress. You may yet live as long as you continue to provide such entertainment. Are you ready to proceed? What's going on here? Who's Kala? Fool, you possess... Your process of discovery is part of the fun. As to Kala, he is the lord of this domain. Ere long he shall be your lord. Are you ready to proceed? Proceed to where? I shall take you to the next part of our little game. Are you ready to go? I guess I'm ready. You do show some courage. Go then.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Ah, hell. Okay.
Give me some direction.
Where's my dryad? That's what I was... Okay.
I'm waiting.
Go over here. And then...
Speak your mind.
Can you call another one? No, let's do this. Let's do Insect Plague on... Because I think this is Kala. Yeah, this is Kala. He'll probably have a conversation with us, which I don't want to have. And then there's a quail. The quail is a slime, a little bit of a slime at the moment.
Let's do this.
Well done, my friend. Truly, I doubted that you would survive to meet me. Welcome to my domain. I regret that my hospitality will result in your deaths.
Wow.
At them, my shadows! If they be fools, my other beasts shall strike them down! If not, the task shall fall to you, my shades. The circus now truly begins!
Okay. Well, hold on one second. There we go. Give the sword to Aerie. Sorry about that, CP. I think what happened is that when I was like adjusting a few of those things, my chat wasn't up. Sorry about that. But I got you up now. It will break her illusion. The strength drain will wear off. Ah, that's what it is. You're right. You're right. Summons can't leave the area they were summoned in. Gotcha. You're not wrong. That's right. I was supposed to give that to her, which is fine. I mean, I could use her. That would have been nice. It'd been a little like lore tidbit. But at them, my shadows, he says, they be my fools, and other beasts shall strike them down. If not, the task shall fall to you, my shades. The circus now truly begins. Okay. And Yoshimo,
what do you need?
Why don't you just handle this one?
That's not right.
Nice. Okay, so now that that's off, this should be in pretty much easy mode here. Let's do poison.
I hit to no effect.
Yeah.
I hit to no effect.
Okay.
Let's do this.
You and
Quick
me, Kala.
painful.
You and me. I chunked him. No.
No! This isn't what was supposed to happen. This isn't what was promised to me. I have planned this for too long, only to have my plans shattered by some inbred northern adventurers. I just wanted to be respected.
Yeah.
You've killed me, destroyed Kala with your misplaced morals and beastly greed for adventure.
The voice actor gave it his all. He sounds like someone from a cartoon show. Real monsters. Yeah. What has passed here, gnome? You replaced the circus with your personal playground? Let's see if I can't. You fool! You truly know nothing. I am Kala, an illusionist. I was made a clown mage for the pleasure of the tall folk, but I bided my time and I was promised a world I could rule. And a mage is a criminal and gnome is a spectacle. In this tent in my world, Kala was the master, where none would dare to laugh. What of the circus employees, Kala? What have you done with all those that have disappeared into this tent? Indifference killed those fools from the circus. I treat them in death as they were to me in life. A gnome gets no respect. I just wanted people to look up to me. All that I have done. The gnome is dead. How he was able to perform these great feats of illusion will have to remain a mystery, it seems. Oh.
Uncle Quail, you're okay.
All right. Quail. Now, Quail is in Baldur's Gate 1. And this is what me and Banana have talked about before. It's kind of goofy. It's like, it's the same Quail, but he's a goofball in Baldur's Gate 1. And he's probably somebody that I could say is a good companion, but you don't get him till very late in the game. And by that point, you're like, I don't really need him. But yeah, if you could somehow secure him earlier, I think it would be kind of neat to have him. But yeah, Aerie is a elf, a rare type of elf, and Quail is a gnome, and she refers to him as uncle. And we had always kind of talked about, like, you think they're like she means that in a loving term of affection, like he's my uncle. But she seems like that's like his actual uncle. And it's like, we don't have enough lore to kind of put those things together. So that would make like a lore video for Aerie very difficult. I knew Kala would trip over himself eventually. I'm just pleased he despised me enough to play with me rather than dispose of me like some of the others. What would I ever do without you? I think you need to find out, my dear. I've taught you everything I can. It's time, Aerie. Time for you to learn the rest on your own. You're the wisest and smartest and the kindest man I'll ever know. I wasn't always, my dear. You changed that. But I can't keep you here, Aiden. You can provide for her better than I. Perhaps you can take her with you. Aerie, should you be willing, we would appreciate a cleric mage with your heart and stature. So that's what I was saying. You know, if I'd listened and I had actually my chat up, I could have seen what CP was saying. And he was saying, like, give the sword to Aerie, and that would break the illusion. And I totally forgot about that. I'm like, oh, it's an ogre sword, and that's what it would have done. It's so unusual. I should have paid attention to that closer. In fact, I should have read the description, which I did not. And in so doing, we would have had a little bit more information, a little just not much, but a little bit more with Aerie to be able to make this decision a little bit easier. Because otherwise, she's just kind of like a stranger, you know. You would have me travel with you? I would love to, but Quail, I would miss you. Then you shall have to come and visit me from time to time and tell me what you've learned. Go with my blessing, girl. All right. Take care of the circus while I'm away. Oh, don't worry about me. If you find happiness, maybe the pain of losing your wings will be lessened. Nothing would please me more. Be well, my Aerie. You should know, Aerie, that my goal is to rescue a friend of mine, Emowyn, who had been captured by the cowed wizards. It could be dangerous. If this friend of yours, if she's in danger, then I'll be glad to help you look for her. It's the least I owe you, no matter what the danger is. So now we put her probably in the middle. Yeah. And there we go. We're starting to look like a real group here. I guess I could try to talk to Quail real quick.
See to it.
What do you need?
Thank you, my good man, for helping us. Kala was a fine illusionist, just more deluded than anyone knew. Take care of my Aerie then, will you? Well, I have a question to ask you. A friend of mine has been imprisoned by the cowed wizards. Do you know where they may keep where they keep people they capture? Crossed the cowed wizards, have you? Beware, Aiden. They have deep roots here in Athkatla. If they've taken someone, that person is gone. Best just to accept it. Your only other chance would be to get help from the organization just as powerful. Well,
what do you need?
Know about the shadow thieves here in Athkatla? Not much. They rule the docks, so some say, and the local guard won't even go there. Probably the safest part of town, if you ask me. I've heard some nonsense about someone challenging them, but I don't put stock in it. The shadow thieves have as much power as the cowled wizards, you know. If someone's challenging them, the blood scalp, that's what they call their leader, I hear he'll deal with them, sure enough. I wouldn't get involved if I were you. Yeah, that's Quail. I mean, that's that's very much Quail. You know him from Baldur's Gate 1. He's not exactly the most bold or forthright. I don't know what to refer to him as. He's not the bravest. He's not scared of anything. He's not the bravest. So we're going to give this to Aerie. I'm going to give this ring to Aerie. She might be able to identify it for us. And this is a Elves Bane. Girdle of Piercing. Elves Bane, an infamous highwayman in his day, Pandar of Scardale, made quite a name for himself, vexing the elves of Cormanthor Forest. To their annoyance, he continuously used the wood to escape the law, and with the aid of this girdle, the elves' arrows as well. Unfortunately for Pandar, pit traps and starvation proved a slower but effective substitution. So this is +3 versus missile attacks, and I'm going to wear that. Let's give this ogre sword to... Oh, I thought I could just give that to Arian. Let's read this. An ogre with a woman's voice has asked for this sword. Had I read it, I've been reading everything until that point, claiming it would break the illusion cast over her. Oh my God. Well. Learn to read, Legion. Learn to read. Let's do it. Ring of Human Influence. For 7 years, Count searched the realms for a suitable bride for his son, Yunin. Unfortunately, all the women that found were not up to the standard set by Yunin, an impossibly spoiled man. Desiring an heir and impatient with his son, the Count had the court mage fashion this ring. He gifted this ring to a woman of no small courtly influence, and Unwin was instantly smitten. They wed 3 weeks later. This puts my charisma at 18. So in this edition of Rule Set, it's yeah, your charisma is much more impactful. But charisma in 5e Rule Set is also. But you'll notice my charisma, I stacked a 19. I rolled real high on a lot of stats. So my charisma is 19. I don't need that. However, no, none of my party really needs it. So I'll put it on Aerie, but she doesn't really need it. But anyway, I guess I know a couple characters that I could give it to later in the game, but that again is later in the game. Let's give this to Aerie. This is a sling. I'll put this on the ground because I don't even think I can sell it. Oh, and that make him sound so much more of a badass. I guess. Sorry about that, Sarah. I missed your message. Oh, that's Charlie Adler, the same voice actor for Ickis. What a voice! I haven't played any Baldur's Gate, but I kind of like the look of Baldur's Gate 3. It's very, very different. And Com, who's in the ring, is very useful while shopping. Yeah, my stats are huge because I did the whole like roll. Okay, so guys, when you play Baldur's Gate, the original one, you have the ability to roll for your stats. And when you roll for those stats, you can re-roll over and over and over and over and over. And what that, what you end up doing, unlike in Baldur's Gate 3, where you have a certain number and then you just allocate it wherever you want to. But you can just roll. So you can get like a natural, potentially like a natural 18. There's no reason why you couldn't. And I just kept hitting that button until I got a really sweet roll.
Give me some direction.
It's, it's a low percentage, but I got a good one. And that's why he has stats all over the place.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
And I do a lot of these in the attempt to try to like create the story. So I'm not doing this from a tactical standpoint. Had I been doing it from I wouldn't roll like 2,000 times or whatever. I would just do it a few times and move on. Let's talk to the kid real quick.
Who are you?
Please, sir. You said you'd find my mama. Please find her, please. Wait a minute. Did she not come out?
If it must be done.
Hold up. Yeah, the art style is very unique to circus performer. What the hell? Circus performer. Let me talk to her real quick. But yeah, it's definitely unique to... Oh, there she is. There she is. There's Henna. Henna. It's very unique and it's done very, very, very well. There's so much imagination that goes with this, and I have a video that I made on YouTube, kind of like saying, just compare and contrast. Does Baldur's Gate, the original titles, hold up to BG3? And one of my main focuses that I did was the Mind's Eye. The Mind's Eye helps you bring your imagination into it, and there is no graphical fidelity in the world that can match that interpretation of the world in your vision. You know, yeah, something about the isometric view and choppy animations. You love it. Some people hate it. And it's fine, but they do enough, just enough, to let you interpret the rest of the world. It's like when I was in the Adventurers Mart with all those weapons, and it was so dark, and those had these shelves. I mean, they're obviously not very detailed, but you're filling in the blanks in your head, and you can almost smell the store and how like musty it might be. And those things, the closer you get with the graphical fidelity of BG3, which I do love that game, but it is filling in a lot of those gaps. And so it doesn't hit a certain part of your brain as much as some of these older titles would. So when we talk about like nostalgia and things, there are certain things, not just like what you were doing at the time, maybe something was memorable at the moment. Like I was playing these games when my sons were just born, like they were newborns, they were infants. And so I remember a lot of these things because of my association of where I was in life at the time. But on the other side of it is that when you play these games and you have this mindset and you're like, oh, that's what I had in my mind. It may not have actually been in the game, but because you thought about it, it's there and it solidifies that moment for you. And BG3 does a wonderful job of storytelling, but it is filling some of those roles for you, and some of those things may not be as memorable to you. The way Larian got around it is by making a super long game. So you're kind of committed to the story deep into it. And so you feel like it's a big weighty meal that you had in front of you. And that does stick with you as well. So there's pros and cons on both, but that was kind of my main, one of my main points of like how this is still relevant after all these years. Totally agree. It's like reading a book and then seeing the movie in a way. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
Well met and welcome.
Legs and hands, I have hands again. I am free of this horrible place. Thank you so much. I must... Giran, I hope my son hasn't gone far. Mama's on her way. Yeah. And yeah, so this is like they have the roulette wheels, the spinning things. It's like this is supposed to be a circle, right? A circus. But it's not really a circus, obviously. They just took some stock stuff and, well, they hand painted everything, but you know what I'm saying. Here you go, Giran.
You ain't from around here.
Thanks for saving
knows it.
Thanks for saving my mother, sir. Papa will be so happy. Who's Papa?
I'm waiting.
All right, let's talk to
it's probably best left to me.
For the glory of Arm.
I just wanted to thank you, citizen, for doing such a fine job. You saved us more than a little trouble with that gnome. The city thanks you, truly. Well, I have a question. A friend of mine has been imprisoned by the Cowled Wizards. Do you know where they might keep her? Well, they would have imprisoned her wherever they keep their magic-using criminals, and they keep the location of their prison a secret. Sorry about your friend, but that's the way it is. What do you know about the Shadow Thieves? They are a power here in the city, and they're everywhere you look. If you intend to deal with them, friend, be wary. I usually do guards in a kind of like a southern type hick voice. Like, they are a power in the city and they're everywhere you look. If you intend to deal with them, friend, we better be wary. But these Omnian soldiers I don't really see them like that, so won't be doing that for them. I did it for the Baldur's Gate ones for sure. I love your southern drawl. I do have a drawl. I'm in a part of Texas that most people here have a twang. I do not have a twang though. Now we have snakes. Look at this snake here. But I can't help it. Sometimes my my Texas drawl does come out.
Give me some direct. I hope this is worth it.
Now there's a moose. The moose is loose. This circus has been saved. Oh, I must see this for myself. Thank you so much. Yeah, he was the animal tamer.
I'm waiting.
Now there's these animals. They weren't in their cages before. There's a leopard. A leopard. All right. Also this music. Well, oh, the music's second to none.
I trust you are here in good faith.
Priest of Talos. Beware the streets at night, my children. There are strange things taking us to the coffers of your lives. Best invest in the day to be certain of many returns. Are you trying to warn people of what? Of the darkness that threatens the trade of day. As the takers of coin face blood letters foul, walk not the streets beyond the last call of day. That would have been better if I read that better, but oh well. All right, I've listened, and I can make no sense of it. Lead me to my travels. Sounds more like dogma than coherent warning. Speak plain your concerns. I speak the words of the Spirit in the form that I must. If it does not prove plain enough, the listener must examine their faith. That said, I don't suppose there is much harm in stating plainly that walking the streets at night are a danger. Your advice is common sense. Leave me to walk as I see fit. Wait a minute here. This one seems good. This seems quite like common sense to me. Is there more to it than the obvious? It would seem to be a war between dark and darker, one that I am hesitant to say who should win. I know little more than this. I am not of much help, but if a single person quickens their step because of my word of warning, then I have done well. Safe travels, friend. So, I won't go into deep discussion about Talos. It's not that important. But Talos is a god in the Forgotten Realms, and many of the gods that we see in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 that aren't fighting you are typically good or neutral gods, and so we don't have to worry about them as much. But yeah, this was always great. See, like this fountain with like the flowing water here. There is a statue. Let me try to find it real quick. Over here. So in specifically Athkatla, they have this, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not this crazy lore thing, but they do have these lines here, and that is significant. So when BioWare was making these things, these images, they knew their lore because these lines are part of the culture of that area. It just is. And so they don't really obviously talk about it much because it's not important. But these little details are consistent with the lore.
It's done.
I'm going straight to the government district. And if I can. So we are in Walking's Promenade, and I can't go straight to the government district. The government district. I have to go through the slums, the bridge, and up here. Once you connect everything, then you can fast travel. But you have to go to these areas, so that's their way of, I guess, making sure that you go to them, I guess. But there is a tiny little bit of storytelling between each one. And you'll see here, when I first played this game, Baldur's Gate 1, the entire map is like this, and then you go to like areas, and when they load in, you do whatever's in that area. And when I saw this, I thought, I was so disappointed. I was like, it's just this and this? I mean, maybe they'll open it up later on, but I was really disappointed. I did not realize it was going to be as massive of a game as it is. But we'll go to the slums. Yeah, once you go to the slums and talk to someone, you can go anywhere. Yeah. But that's how they do their storytelling device.
Cool. You'd be the one I'd be looking for if I not be mistaken.
Yeah. I love the Copper Coronet. Copper Coronet and Adventurers Mart are some of my favorite locations in this area because they're just so, there's so much meat on the bones for that stuff. You can almost smell the grill that's happening in that scene. You can, there's not a party, but it's definitely like a seedy tavern. You can see it, and it's a larger indoor area compared to most buildings. So just that, yeah, just imagine like a big, huge bar that's just seedy, and it's incredible. Cool, you'd be the one I'd be looking for if I'm not mistaken. Aiden be your name, eh? Well, yes, I am he. What is it you want?
It's not what I want, but what I can be doing for you.
You might be wanting information about a young lass arrested in the Wizards in your arrival here, eh? You're talking about Imoen. What do you know about her?
Now, Imoen, hey, that dear name. Young lass made the misfortune of casting a spell or two in a city that frowns on such business. Bad timing it was. You be thinking you wants to find her then?
Of course I want to find her. What do you know?
Cool. I knows very little myself.
I can, however, link you up with a group that knows, or can be finding out.
But this be not the best place to hold such a dialogue. I be having a place that would suit far better. It'd be just a short walk from here. Why don't I take you there right now? Unless you have some reason for not wanting to come along.
How do I know this isn't some kind of trap?
I have no interest in setting up a trap.
It'd be more profitable to serve. I will speak no more. Come with me, and you can decide whether to enter me house. But yes, the music's phenomenal.
It's good to be seeing you once again.
I see that we were able to keep up with me all right, eh? I was afraid I'd lost you there. I kept up just fine. Now tell me what all this is about.
Aye, I'll be doing that as quick as ye blink. I'll tell ye straight that I know a powerful group that can be helping ye. They can be finding the wizard and the young woman both, they can. But they can be doing far better than the telling, my friend. They can also effect a rescue of your lass to boot.
Wait. They can rescue Imoen? Of course I'm interested. Wait a minute, wait. Just what is this organization anyway? I cannot tell you. Rest you find that they be willing to help and having enough power to challenge the cowed wizards. That all be need to know. I see. And how much might this assistance cost me? It may seem to be costly, but you think of the danger in crossing the cowed wizards. A fair price, if you think about it. It'd be 20,000 gold pieces for their help. Is there no way to lower the cost? None. It'd be 20,000 gold pieces or me friends kind of be helping you. I don't have that much. How am I supposed to raise such an amount? I'm sure that you have spent as much in the past and will again. Surely there'll be a way in the city for you, or perhaps some of your expensive goods to sell. All right. Is it too much to ask when I don't even know who will be getting it? You might think so, but the offer I make is good whether you act on it now or not. You will come to see the reasonable nature of it, I am sure. He may be right, Aiden. It would take someone of power to find good information on the cowed wizards. This may be your only opportunity to find Imoen. And I do have some commands, you guys, and some are hidden, but I don't try. Let's see, command. No, yeah, there it is. So if you type hot tub, even if you're not a sub or anything, you'll get these emotes to show up. And that's Geralt in a hot tub. Hot tub time. And then I also have story. So it's like for story time. See? So even if you're not a sub, you'll have access to celebrating story time. So yeah. And I have some sound commands, Conan, because I love Conan.
Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
There you go. And then we have Thulsa.
Look at the strength of your body, the desire in your heart. I gave you this.
And I actually have a few, so it's not just one or two, but you just, like I said, I don't hide anything. If anybody wants to know how many there are, I can definitely tell
Now
you.
they will know why they are afraid of the dark. Now they will learn why they fear the night.
There you go. Don't have to go through one district to another. Yeah. Thank you, CP, for reminding me about a lot of things, because I forget so many. Yeah, what you would do for that, you would say hug, like Atticus, and you would put the name behind it. So you do like that. Well, I put Hut. It's not Hut. It's hug. Atticus Ori. Be like that. See? Simple. And then I have Booty. Booty Bot is my bot, so if you see her on there, it's... And then, let's see here. If anybody's ever interested, there's the YouTube stuff. And then I have, let's see, Conan, is it 3?
A pittance to protect you from evil.
I am evil. You're sluts.
That's one of my favorite. And then, let's see here, those 3?
My child, you have come to me, my son. For who now is your father if it is not me?
James Earl Jones, the master. Let's see here, Conan 6.
Conan, there are 6 of them against him.
1, 2, 3. I think you're right.
My IRLs think I'm weird because I prefer handshakes over hugs, but I can tolerate hugs. Yeah, I have quite a few different things kind of hidden in my bots, but I forget a lot of them. And I do have, like, if somebody ever wants to do a soundbite of their own, they just kind of have to tell me what they. I've had a lot of people who want to take stuff from the games I've played. I think Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Who? Let me look real quick. Go back to this dashboard. Let me go to. Sorry. I just don't want to mislead y'all with the wrong information. It is command, and I have. Penger, Parry, Razor, Revenge, Spicer. There it is. He wanted to, because I did something funny on Baldur's Gate, and he wanted that as his Spicer. I just didn't want to misspell that.
You.
This hobgoblin was coming right at me, and I just shot him with an arrow, and boom, he died. I got a crit on it. And so he was gonna give this whole like, you came in here, and I just shot him, and he just died right away.
I hate the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
He took my store, my money, and my wife.
Yeah, he took his wife. The Iron Throne took his wife. There was this drunk guy I was talking to in Baldur's Gate 1. There's tons of dialogue if you look for it in these games, and they're just kind of hilarious. But yeah, anyway, y'all gotta ignore me because I find myself sometimes humorous, and it's only me that's laughing. So, it would take someone of power to find good information on the Cowed Wizards. This may be your only opportunity to find Emoen. Spin not a coin now then. Speak your fortune about the town. But remember that here is where your help is. Stranger are not always to be feared. Is there no help to be found elsewhere? There be no aid elsewhere. Raise the coin or nay, ye come back, and I'll be waiting. You may want to speak to Aradrian upstairs to help ye out. Good luck. Bruss, you'll be waiting for ye outside. He's my nephew, and he'll show you to the copper coronet. You find work easily enough there, you will. There was a girl at the copper coronet by the name of Nalia. She may have some work for a fighting man like yourself. Fare you well, and give me greetings to Lentien if it happens by him, eh? Yeah, we know who that is. Okay.
The deal is made, and you have a goal, albeit a distant one. Your new friend has assured you that passage to Imoen can be bought, though you are certain the final tally will include much more than gold. Any help is welcome, however, and while the cost may be steep, your path is clear. Finding Imoen will lead to Irenicus, and to answers long overdue.
Being able to make yourself laugh is one of the greatest blessings. Yeah, I don't disagree. Does it maybe save prompt? That's not a bad idea, CP, save prompt. What I've been trying to do for a while is to try to get YouTube to actually honor certain commands. And it's just what works on Twitch doesn't always work there. And it's really frustrating. The less Twitch has been regulatory and how things happen, the more things have opened up. But I need to go back in and experiment with some of those things. Yeah. Have you ever watched Dungeon Soup with the Chaotic Good Barbarian series? No, I haven't. I haven't even heard of that. I usually go do 1 or 2 quests to get enough money to get MON pretty quickly. She gets XP with everyone else. Yeah, I usually do so much, like a ton of things before I go get MON, because once I go down that road, it's a whole thing, right? You know what I'm saying. So I don't want to lock myself out of content, which you very easily could. Well, what a sick mosaic. Oh yeah. That's just how they did this art style back then. Is like, it's a paint. It's a hand-drawn thing of a mosaic representation for a game art. Crazy, right? YouTube's API stuff is definitely a whole other beast. Yeah. Here we go.
These are the prisoners from the disturbance at Joaquin's Promenade.
What is known?
Not but their names. The mage is John Irenicus. The girl is Imoen.
I didn't do anything. He did it all. I had...
Silence, child. Allow the fool to make his judgment.
Why was this man not gagged? Did he not slay 4 of you?
We dared not approach.
Regardless, in the end, he came willingly.
What should be done with them, sir?
They are deviants. Let them rot in Spellhold.
In the Athkatla slums. What does this say? In the Athkatla slums, I met Galen Bell, who seemed to know something about Imoen's capture. He has led me to his home in the far eastern side of the slums district and bade me to enter, where we might discuss an offer of aid. And there's more stuff here. Hold on. Galen Bell will connect me with a group who will aid in finding Imoen, but the price is 20,000 gold pieces, a steep cost. But he did mention that it entailed crossing the cowled wizards, not something to be done lightly. Once I have the 20,000 gold pieces, I am to speak with him again. So I'm
waiting.
Continue to play.
I'm there.
Until I get a certain NPC.
Yeah,
or not NPC, companion.
Must be done.
Just trying to see if there's traps in here, though. In fact,
You require my fleet of foot and
I always
all that.
forget I have Yoshima because he's kind of useless.
Give me some direction. It's probably best left to me.
No.
Where shall I Hiya!
Okay, take
the
that.
tourists love
I'm
us.
waiting. Hey, Not a concern.
Wow, an adventurer.
Oi, you be the one I watching for, eh? Uncle Galen told me to give you a bit of help to find some work. Listen up, eh? The Shadow Thieves are looking for someone like you to help them out. Don't know much about them, but if he goes to the Dark District, I'm sure someone like you could help find out. If you likes, I can take you to the edge of the slums. Sure. Let's go. Okay, then. Let's make sure you stay close, because I don't have time to wait for you. Ooh. Here you be. I'm sure I can find the rest of the way from over here. Off you go. All right. Yeah. Now we are free. And there's all kinds of city sounds and stuff going on. Look at this map. Look at all this. Look at all this. So many things to look at and see.
So, where to now, fearless leader?
I mean, I do know, but I'm going to say I don't know. Sending what? Long. I'm so sorry, CP. I got to get into that. I don't know what's causing that stuff. I was just saying that my bot has been like so aggressive, and I have it on very minimal filter stuff. So as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'm going to look in that. I apologize. I don't really know, but I'm taking suggestions. I would suggest you get moving and decide a plan, and never again say something like, I don't rightly know. You sound like you were dropped as a child. Or kicked. I'm sorry, Aiden. I do not wish to cause undue strain on our party. I am merely a bit stressed, and no doubt you are as well. Think nothing of it, Jaheira. It's understandable. Now we got to remember that Jaheira just found out within the last 6 hours that her spouse passed and was, brutally murdered, and she got to see the corpse. So yeah, I think she's doing okay despite, that. Yes, but not acceptable. We are friends and should act as such. I apologize.
Give me some direction.
You can stop the romances by dropping Jaheira or Ari or whoever and then picking them back up. Oh, I'm not going to stop it. I mean, I think I'm definitely going to try to romance Jaheira, because it's going to be a side that's different from the lore video I'm making, because it's a female protagonist, so that's not possible to romance her. So I'm just showing another side of it. But I don't think I've romanced Jaheira in ages. So I thought, why not? We're going to the government district. Oh, good. We didn't get... Okay. So right here, I'm going to do a hard save. I don't want anything bad to happen. And this is my favorite companion in the entire series. So let's get into it.
This is worth it.
In the name of the council, I am here to keep order.
Drop your weapons and keep your hands and fingers where I can see them. Are you sure that's some of them? Don't look like them. I ain't taking any chances. You saw what happened to the commander. Look at the way they're equipped. It could be them. At ease, soldier. I'll not have you running around costing people on my watch. Sir, he was just making sure that they were not a threat. These people are not who you were looking for, I'm certain. We'll just cause panic if we accuse everyone. You. Have you seen anything suspicious or unnatural lately? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're looking for. There have been reports of fighting in the streets at night, something to do with the supposed Shadow Thief Guild as an arrival. If you do see something, just keep your distance. I've already had uninvolved people go missing, and I don't need any more. Keep out of the streets at night, citizens. All the decent folks are asleep in these hours anyway. Thank you.
Look ye all upon this
foul drow that we have bound before ye. A creature of evil and darkness, my brethren. A creature of foulness and deceit, bent only on our destruction. This creature has foolishly come amongst us, my brethren, thinking that we would be lax in our senses. Tell me what should be done with it. Burn it!
Burn her! Burn the drow!
Aye, burn the elf! Her dark and fiendish kin rose up from their underground homes and killed my father and brother! They are all evil, I tell you, all of them!
Then the drow shall burn! Gather round, my brethren, and witness the will of Beshava triumph over foul evil!
Oh, good. Vaconia, yeah. Jan exhausted me pretty quickly the one time I took him. Nira exhausts me. Like, I like her and I like the concept, and I actually believe I do like that chaos she brings. Banana does not. He likes things that are known. Like, if you cast a spell, this happens. With her, that's not what happens. You know, I like that as a lore thing, as a little story quirkiness. But it's just the story just is so convoluted sometimes, and I don't know, she just gets on my nerves at that point. Like, if they made it a little bit more basic and simple, very short, I would have been fine with it. But they just went on and on and on with it. Yeah. A drow here? What could she have been up to, I wonder? And what did she do to these people that they would burn her? Not that anyone would need a reason, I suppose.
You Riven are mad. I have done nothing to any of you. I seek only to make my way without molestation. Why have you done this? Why?
Done nothing? You are a drow elf, are you not? That is as good a reason as any.
Ye shall be silent, evil one. The power of the Maid of Misrule will be demonstrated here today.
Burn her now!
So, obviously this is Vaconia. I didn't want to spoil it before we got here. But if you played Baldur's Gate 3, and if you have gotten into Act 3 and gone to the location where Vaconia is at, I don't know how to describe this. I'm glad she was in the game. To me, it's a phenomenal game, and I do like what they did with her and the whole build-up. I think there's ways that they could have made it actually a little bit more constructive in how you deal with her. And they could have built a little bit more of a lore there. I'm trying to avoid spoilers here, but I do think that they fumbled the execution of it, because Vaconia is so important in these series. I mean, you can play the game without her. I mean, you just can. But when you do incorporate her story, her lore, her impact is just S tier. So to just find her in Act 3 and it kind of be like, by the way, here's Vaconia. And then at the same time, we know about her from the beginning of the game almost. But so just pass on that story. Just build it up to what? To just mention her, just to see her, and to offer really kind of almost like a very small interpretation of how it would affect the world. Like I said, I made almost a 3-hour video on her. And I think at the end, when I talked about Baldur's Gate, I really expanded on what I really think where the issues were. But I was trying not to be critical of Larian at the same time, in the context of like, look, I'm just glad there's a story there, and I do think there was some things there, but at the same time, Baldur's Gate 3 players who are new to the series and have never played Baldur's Gate before and only play Baldur's Gate 3 might be inclined, based on how those things thank you for the 2 jewels. I appreciate that. That's on the YouTube side. That's why I was wanting Sarah to get monetized, so she can start get options for things like that on the YouTube, not just Twitch. But I really think that they had the opportunity in front of them to build up the lore of Viconia from the series and make people want to play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. But the way they executed it, just, it's like, oh yeah, it's just another enemy or something like that, you know? Apparently I had some gift jewels. I appreciate that, CP. I mean, nobody is ever expected to donate for me. I mean, I do work full time. This is something I do. You know, an amateur, this comes from the Latin word for amor, yeah, and which means the love of it. So just because you're an amateur doesn't mean you're not good at things. It's just you're not a professional per se. So an amateur does it for the love of it, and I'm an amateur streamer. I do this because I love it. I don't take on any sponsors. I never will, probably, because I really want the focus to always be about the content. In any of my videos, you'll never see me break the conversation or the video itself to discuss, and by the way, use NordVPN or whatever. I'll never do that, ever. Because I want it to be about the channel and about the subject. You guys shouldn't be subjected to ads on top of ads. So you get enough ads from the programs themselves. So anything y'all do is, I appreciate it greatly, because I don't ever expect it, you know? Burn her now!
Burn her! No! Now! Olaf Blindial!
Spout your evil speech if ye must, Drow, but prepare yourself for your journey into the next world. Beg for forgiveness, beg for salvation, and hope that the cleansing fire will save ye.
Oh my God, CP, man, 900. I don't even know what to say. Man, everything I get from, yeah, I'm so grateful. Anything we get goes straight back into the channel. It goes to, like, you know, microphones, software, whatever. So I greatly appreciate it. I have no words for stuff like that. I just thank you very much. My goodness. Oh, Jaheira, I have no love for Drow, or for this Drow in particular. Jaheira and Viconia know each other from Baldur's Gate 1. That's not a shocker. But it seems that she has done nothing to deserve this fate, other than simply being a Drow. This is not justice.
Yeah? Yeah, I'll see to it.
Shar, my deliverance is in your hands. Wait! I recognize you!
It is I, Viconia de Veer. You must remember. My life depends on it. Please, Aiden, I beg of you, save me from these madmen. Aye, I will. You see an elvish woman, a drow, tied to a stake. A mob of people stand near. I had to put it on pause because they'll just go forward if while I'm reading all this. The occasional shout of "Burn her" comes from the crowd. Anger and fear across the drow's countenance. You could cut her down if you wish, but this shall surely anger the crowd.
Praise the goddess! My thanks for your timely intervention.
Our men turn their ire upon you.
What are you doing? Why have ye interfered with the judgment of Besheba? Her will must be shown to the people.
Allies of the foul creature, allies of the Drow.
This can never be allowed! The Drow dies!
Its own line.
Run for it!
All right.
Give me some direction. I'm waiting.
Let's see.
I await your need.
No, we're gonna do this, do that.
If memory serves.
Do that.
Yes.
I haven't done anything about Aerie and her. Ooh, no, we better not do any spellcasting.
I'll help faster than Chick-Tika Fast Paws.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Oh, I better heal.
Give me some direction.
There we go.
I'm waiting.
With vengeance! With vengeance!
Man, these guys doing a bunch of potions. Okay, there we go.
Yeah?
He's finally down. Let's see.
So this way?
Do that. And
I'm ready,
Jahira, use your sling. They're silenced. Both Jahira and Ari are silenced, but that's not a bad thing. I don't want them casting things.
I owe you my life, Abil. You have saved me once again.
Quaffs a potion.
I did nothing to provoke their attack, I tell you. I was passing through the city when the man guessed my identity under my hood.
Yeah, Ari's cleric spells are fine. Oh yeah, no. Ari, I think, is fabulous. Viconia is just better. She's just a better cleric, all in all. But you get to this point, it's like, I don't have a true mage, you know? Ari's just going to have to suffice. I was surprised, and he called out to others, revealing me. I suppose they assumed I was here to spy on them. Fools. They are so quick to fear these Riven. But come, we must be on our way soon if we are to avoid drawing another crowd. I distrust these barbaric people too much to hang out. It would be both a privilege and an honor to join you, Aiden. What say you to my proposal? We have saved her, and she is our responsibility. What if she was captured again? Neither Boo nor I could live with ourselves. No, she must come. I can survive, addled one. I was taken by surprise today, but I have been among Riven secretly for quite some time. But neither do I object to traveling with you. I'm in for avoiding the count. Oh, that's right. That's true. The priest spells would not count. But I was trying to do magic missile, so that's why I turned that off. Let's see here. All right, certainly. I trust you'll be a worthy addition to our cause. Kalis Usa, Trepid One, a spirited campaign and the pitiless slaughter of our foes await. Shah Talu Mala. One thing though, Viconia, you should know that Imowen is being held hostage by the Cowed Wizards, and that I intend to rescue her. I love how, like, when you have a new character that wasn't in Baldur's Gate 1, like when we talked to Ari, we said, I have a friend by the name of Imowen or something. We have to specifically say what the issue is, what our danger, what the dangers could occur. But you have to word it to somebody who's never met Imowen. Whereas here, we know Viconia knows Imowen, and so they didn't do a cookie-cutter answer here. This is one thing, though, Viconia, you should probably know that Imowen is being held. So we already know that she knows who Imowen is, and I just kind of love that attention to detail. I remember the insipidly cheerful girl you mentioned. You would risk such danger to recover her annoying presence? Why would you bother, Aiden? I would no more abandon her to the Cowed Wizards than leave you to those fanatics. That's why. It seems that my own circumstance leaves me little choice. Very well, Aiden. Let us rescue the girl if it means so much to your misguided senses.
This behavior must not continue.
My wings have been
Feel
clipped.
the burning stare of my capstar and change your
To be
ways.
bound to the ground, chained and weighted like a miserable prisoner of earth.
Okay, Ari. This is a lot of veteran Baldur's Gate complaint, is that she brings this up a lot. But we're just gonna go with it, okay? We're all prisoners of the earth down here. Oh yes, I know, but I meant no offense to you. I just remember what it was like to effortlessly soar through the clouds like the birds overhead, to be truly free. But I suppose that place is forever denied to me now. It just feels so slow and mundane to walk everywhere. I don't know how you can stand it. You get used to it. There's plenty of beauty on the ground as well. Is there? All I can think of is how majestic something might look from up high. I'm sorry. You would think by now I would know better than to dwell upon it. Excuse me. Yeah. All right.
Give me some direction.
Viconia?
Jacques.
Yes. Let's see what you got here. And give her that. This. Guess that. This, that, and that. Let's take a look here. She has this. Give her that. Oh, she probably knows this. Yeah. So she's over encumbered. Put that on her. Give this to Minsk. Give this to Ari. Put this on her. Put that on her. Now, I need a weapon for her, and I'm pretty sure she can only use... Oh, yeah, let's give her this, at least. Just for now. I don't think she can use that. No. No. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I think she can use this. Crap. Okay. Right magic. Sweet. Oh, yeah, and I need to open this at some point so that she can actually learn these, some of these. The ones in green, like this fireball, she doesn't know, so we'll learn that. Oh, good. We got it. Okay. So, now that I have Viconia...
I'm waiting.
Hold on.
Jezebel.
She can't use... studded. Is that better than what she has? No, it's not. Give this to him. Because we need the money. We need as much stuff as we can get now, so...
Yeah, it's done.
On the next episode of Baldur's Gate 2 with Legion. Storyteller Edition. We're going to go in this area here, this government building, and look into getting a license for magic so that we can actually not have to deal with that issue. That's what we're going to do next time for sure. Take care. I'll probably be on the weekend to do some SWTOR. I found my key again for that. So I'm doing the Trooper. And once I'm done with the Trooper, if anybody has a suggestion of what they want to see next, let me know. We might do Agent. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see you on the weekend for some Star Wars. Take care.